Good evening, guys. First and foremost, could you let me know in the chat if you can hear me? You can hear me. Excrement. Okay. Good evening, guys. We have got 9 minutes to go until we start these epic matches. Now, Mr. Wolf Gaming is here. Mr. Charlie Wolf has stepped out for just a moment, so I will be explaining to you guys the format of this evening's matches. Alright, so we've got South Africa versus Zambia. 3 players on each team. Each member will play 3 games against the members of the opposing team. In other words, every team member will play every team member in a first to 3. The scores at the end of each round will be calculated by the difference in those games. Now, what I mean by that, because I can hear myself, it's getting a bit convoluted. Let's say player A beats player B 3-0. He earns 3 points for his team. Let's say player A beats player B 3-2. He earns 1 point for his team. Let's say player A beats player B 3-1. He earns 2 points for his team. So we've set this up in such a way that every game will count, whether you win or you lose. If you win, you want to win big. If you lose, you want to lose small. So there'll be a lot of pressure on these guys. They're doing it for their country. They're doing it for pride. And I am so looking forward to watching these matchups tonight. We've got in week 1 of South Africa versus Zambia, Kollision Kourse 3v3 combat, representing SA, Atrocity, PandaBarre, and X-Ray 92. Representing Zambia, AI Cortex, AI Killjoy, and GEM Mr5000. Each of these guys has got a prolific reputation. So we are in for a treat. Zampi, General Jaeger, I see you. Thank you very much. We put a lot of work into this and we are really, really looking forward to this. So guys, this is only week 1. This will be going on for the whole of October. So week 2, we will see 6 new players representing South Africa and Zambia. Week 3, again, 6 new players. And at the end of the month, the scores will be tallied and we will find out once and for all who reigns supreme, South Africa or Zambia. I can see that there's already some guys saying, let's go SA. Have we got some Zambians in chat? If you guys are not in chat, you better get in here. Your boys are going to need your support, because the South Africans are currently winning the chat battle. No, you see, Sampi, you can't do that, dude. You must pick one side. You can't go, let's go South Africa, and then let's go Zambia. Carlisle, when are we hosting an Xbox MK11 tournament? Soon. Soon. We wouldn't mind getting some crossplay going either, but I'm not quite sure how well that functions in SA yet. Maybe you guys can let me know. Stumpy says his heart is with SA. Good on you, sir. Give me 2 seconds while I lubricate my throat. So guys, we've got all 6 of these guys in a WhatsApp group, busy chatting to each other, busy talking a bit of trash. So you know that they are taking this seriously tonight. Carlisle Marshall, yes, we would love to do this. I know that Mr. Charlie Wolf has got an Xbox One residing in his home, and putting on an Xbox tournament is definitely something that we want to do. And having said that, we would also like to showcase some other games on the channel as well. So, if anybody is keen on seeing any other games and you're in the WhatsApp groups, please just hit us up with any messages and suggestions, and we would be happy to oblige. But yes, an Xbox tournament is definitely something that we would like to see. I don't think that you guys are getting enough exposure, and yeah, you guys need it. Four minutes to go, guys. Guys, if you have not done it yet, close the chat for 2 seconds and hit the like button, and then come back into chat and start throwing some trash talk around. This is not just a battle on screen, it's a battle in the chat as well. We want to see who's got more support, South Africa or Zambia. Just a quick disclaimer before we get going. The guys in Zambia are having some power issues at the moment, so we are hoping that they come right before the matches start, which they said is a possibility. But yeah, we might be having to make some emergency plans because, as you guys know, TIA, this is Africa. We got to deal with what we got to deal with. Carlisle says hit list: Justin, Brandon, Killjoy, and Panda. You reckon you can take them? Now I'd pay $1 for that. I'd buy that for $1. My bad, I'm getting my quotes mixed up here. Carlisle, Mr. Checkmate, I believe. I would like to see that. That is definitely some matches that I would be willing to watch. Somebody says let's go for both of them, but SA is going to leave Zambia with load shedding. Nice. We have one of the participants in chat, Mr. AI Cortex himself. Not happy with all this nonsense that's going on. Hit back, Mr. Cortex. Hit back. Loving it, guys. Loving it.
How much did I miss?
You missed absolutely everything. It's over.
Who won? Did South Africa win? Did
South
Zambia win?
South Africa took it in a complete wash. I'm
If I look at the lineup, I doubt that. I doubt that. Not a complete wash.
No. I'm talking absolute crap.
Guys, welcome, chat. Thanks for putting up with us. I think I heard you mention, Brian, that this has been lots of work that has gone into this, and it's finally here. You know, I think it's if I can just give some props to one of our probably more recognized FTC Africa members in PandaBarre. If you will recall, and you can maybe just acknowledge it in chat, this was actually something that he thought about before KA, Combat Africa, was resurrected. And it's been a couple of months, but it's here, Para. So as much as it's it for the entire community, Para especially, we hope that you are going to enjoy, I think, a dream that you had. Finally coming to the FTC Africa screens, hosted by Charlie Wolf. So, guys, I don't know how to explain how hype I actually am. It's been absolutely fantastic leading up to this. And yeah, it's finally here.
Yeah, I have got a big stupid smile on my face, as I always do before we stream, because like you say, this one's been a long time coming. The little brainchild of PandaBarre himself has finally come to life, and yeah, we have got 6 of the finest combatants in Africa to kick us off in week 1, dude. So I'm super excited. I say it at the beginning of every stream because it's true.
Well, my timing couldn't have been better.
No.
We've got 5 seconds, a little bit of a countdown going here, guys. So, guys, to start off, just to give you some info and just making sure that everybody in chat knows what's going on as well. The last we heard from AI Killjoy is that he was experiencing a bit of power issues in his area. So what we're going to do is we're going to proceed with the other matches in the meantime. And if it comes down to a situation where Killjoy has to play all his matches at the end of the stream, if his power does eventually come on, then so be it.
Yeah. So we have set this up so that nobody has to play twice in a row, because I'm sure that after very, very sweaty sets, they will be wanting to just sort of compose themselves and take a bit of time to adjust, readjust, think about, and that sort of thing. So Mr. Seawolf, would you like me to take them through the round 1 matches quickly?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Great. Okay, so in round 1, we will be seeing PandaBarre go against Mr5000. Atrocity takes on Killjoy, and X-Ray 92 takes on AI Cortex in round 1.
And like we were saying, guys, if match number 2 of the evening between Atrocity and AI Killjoy cannot happen at the time that is scheduled to happen, we will then just move on to match number 3, and then thereafter, if Killjoy's power issue has still not been sorted out, we will then move into round 2 of the evening, and we'll just continue as such. And if we have to catch up with Killjoy's matches, then so be it. But I mean, I said to the guys that in terms of the lineup, there is no replacements. These guys are the representatives of South Africa and Zambia for week 1, and if Killjoy's power at the end of the evening is still not sorted out, we'll have to just make sure that those matches are either played off stream, which is not ideal, but if it means that they have to get their points for their countries, then so be it. And we'll obviously just update the guys in week number 2 in terms of what has happened in the matches that might not have been able to be seen on stream tonight, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so in other words, he will just be getting bumped down the list, and we will just have to pray to the elder gods that his power comes on soon, so we don't have to go through all that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've got 9, we do have 9 absolutely fantastic matches for you tonight, and I'm hoping that by the end of the stream we would have had 9 matches been shown for you guys. So, guys, let's not hold up the works too much. I'm going to get these guys into the Koth lobby right now, and let's get these matches underway.
Let's do it. All right. The communication has gone out. Guys, if you know anybody who's not watching this stream and should be watching this stream, message them now, get them in the chat. This is going to be fire, fire, fire. Mr. Maker Smile, I see you in chat. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Solly, good to see you. Who is Rambo Main? What were you before you were Rambo Main? Because I guarantee you weren't Rambo Main until
I got a feeling I know who that is. I honestly have a feeling I know who it is, but I'm not going to guess at this point in time. Let's just leave it for Rambo Main to basically expose. Maybe he's the 4th DLC character in Combat Pack 2. Who knows?
Maybe. So while we are sort of waiting for this is actually something that I wanted to discuss with you on stream. What are your thoughts about our new characters that we're about to get?
I would have been super excited, even if it was just Rain and Melina. I'm just excited now because I do not feel, and I could be wrong, but I did not feel that we needed another guest character, especially another person who uses guns and all sorts of other funny stuff. We've got Robocop, who you know I'm a big fan of.
Love him, yeah.
We've got Terminator, who I don't have too much of an issue with, because if he were the only character of the sort in the game, it would have been fine. But I'm not overly excited about Rambo. I've never ever played Melina yet in any Mortal Kombat before this, so I'm looking forward to actually picking her up and just seeing how she controls. And then Rain I've always been a fan of ever since Mortal Kombat Trilogy back in the PS1 days. And I'm gonna be dabbling quite a bit in Rain.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Out of 10, I would probably give it about a 6.5, 7, if I'm generous.
I've got to agree with you. Yeah, I've got to agree with you. I really was kind of hoping that we might see more than 3 characters, but I also had my suspicions that it would only be 3 because we got Shiva, Fujin, and who was the other one? Robocop.
Yeah.
Robocop. earlier on in the year. So I was a little bit optimistic in my thinking, but I'm not overly disappointed, but I'm not thrilled. I would love to have seen Smoke, Ermac, Reptile. I think that NRS has got a plethora of Mortal Kombat characters that should be seeing this game rather than a bunch of 80s action heroes.
Well, the one thing that might just happen, and I could be wrong, but I mean, we've seen it with Street Fighter 4, you know. We saw the Champion Edition come out and we thought that, you know, that is it. That is the characters that have been finalized. And I mean, I think they're still coming up with more characters now.
Yeah, so that's another thing. I'm glad you mentioned that because, you know, they went and called it MK11 Ultimate, which kind of sounds too final, you know, which has me a little bit worried. But, yeah, hopefully maybe we can hold funds for even a third combat pack. You never know.
I wouldn't put it past. I think the fact that they've got new consoles coming out, as we saw on the trailer, the MK11 Ultimate Edition is going to be on PS5 as well. And they might just use that as a way of showcasing some more content, you know, some more stages that look more PS5-like.
Yep.
A few more characters. According to the data miners, and as we've seen now, data miners seem to be very accurate in terms of their predictions, in terms of upcoming DLCs, etc. If you go to the Thinny, who's a data miner, a renowned data miner, he called this about a week ago, if not more, that we're going to get these 3 characters. So, yeah, I think it's not, you can't put it past NRS to maybe just surprise their community with at least another DLC package.
Absolutely. You know, I'm also going to be quietly optimistic. You mentioned it now. You know, given the fact that this is getting a PS5 overhaul, they obviously are committed to the longevity of this game. So, you know, it's going to have sort of backwards crossplay with the PS4 and same with the Xbox. So, yeah, I think that NRS are still committed to Mortal Kombat, and I still think that there's a lot of life left in this game.
I'm just communicating with Mr5000. He's having a bit of difficulties getting into the Koth lobby. His session's not available, so I just resent him another invite. PandaBarre is already with us.
PandaBarre is in the Koth, yeah. And I see the chat filling up nicely. 30 members of the Wolf Pack. Thank you so much, guys. That jumped very, very quickly. I see Mr. Jivs. I see Sanazuki. Sanazuki, I've still got a headache from the beating you gave me the other day. And yeah, many, many more.
Okay, let's just hope that the Elder Gods are going to place their magical hands on the infrastructure with regards to internet and connectivity tonight. We are waiting for Mr5000 to come in and join us because the South African oak, being PandaBarre, is waiting patiently to dish out the mop.
To dish out a mop like he did on Sunday.
And yeah, unless Mr5000 has something to say about it, or maybe Mr5000 is ducking, I'm not too sure.
It could be. I mean,
it could very well be. Yeah, I strongly doubt that though.
No, we gotta add a little bit of spice, you know.
No, for sure. And guys, maybe an invitation going out. I've discussed with the guys at the who are responsible for the Battle of the Thrones streams, which normally happen on a Wednesday. I've asked them if we could swap out next week's Battle of the Thrones and Charlie Wolf episodes. So Charlie Wolf and the Kollision Kourse 3v3 will take place next week Wednesday, and the Battle of the Thrones will take place next week Thursday. So why I'm mentioning that to you guys now already is if there's anybody in chat from Zambia who wants to join us on the mics next week Wednesday and just provide some commentary from a Zambian perspective, please just send me a direct message on WhatsApp, and we'll see if we can maybe accommodate somebody from Zambia to just share in the commentary experience with us. I think it will nicely balance it out in terms of just what we're bringing to the audience. So anybody from Zambia, if you're interested in commentating, please send me a direct message, and I will make arrangements to have you present on next week's session.
Mr. Jibs, our first match is going to be Panda versus Mr5000, PandaBarre versus Mr5000, provided we can get Mr5000 in the coth.
Okay, I'm just closing the coth, guys, and I am going to try and start this again. Moochie, just let us know in chat if you are available to play, just in case we are having a bit of difficulty.
Cheddar, I see you. We are starting now. Coths are being set up, but as is of course tradition, the African connections are giving us a bit of drama, but we will be starting super duper soon. Mr. Jibs, tell us who you think Rambo Main is. He hasn't revealed himself. Cheddar says, let's go SA. I don't see a lot of people in chat shouting for Zambia. So, if you're from Zambia and you're in the chat, get your buddies in here. Your team needs your support. This is national pride on the line here.
Trust the African connections. Moochie, if you can maybe just let us know, as Moochie let us know in chat if he's available yet.
He is chatting. He has not indicated whether he is available.
Okay, Mr5000 has joined us in the Koth lobby, so I'm just going to try to get PandaBarre in as well. And I think we're going to just about get our first game underway.
Awesome. Cheddar says DQ. Yes, absolutely. We're just going to be throwing DQs around like it's nobody's business. If your internet connection goes, that's an automatic DQ, and the opposing team gets 5 points. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. None of that's true. We're going to try and get as many games in as possible, and nobody's going to be DQ'd, and nobody's going to lose points unless they lose them in the matches themselves.
Okay, we're just waiting for PandaBarre this time.
Clarence Renzo, there we go. A Zambian supporter in chat saying let's Team Z.
Guys, we've got some good news.
Way.
We've got match number 1 about to kick off just about now. So guys, let's get hyped. This is Kollision Kourse 3v3 team battle, South Africa versus Zambia. Everything's on the line here tonight. Bragging rights, trolling rights, you name it, whatever you need.
Match 1, week 1, guys. It begins. Where's a Shang Tsung when you need it? It has begun.
You know what? Now that you mentioned that, I actually have that little sound clip and I forgot. So just remind me next week.
Definitely. I think I did a pretty good job there.
You did indeed.
They could cost me.
So let me just do everybody in chat a favor and take that horrible background away.
Round 1, fight.
Okay, here we are. We've got a Scorpion, and of course we've got PandaBarre rocking his wife, Cetrion.
So Mr5000 with the Scorpion pick. Now I wonder if this got anything to do with the fact that he knows he can get under PandaBarre's skin if he chooses this character.
I would imagine so. I think that there's definitely going to be some mind games here, as well as some high level play. It all counts. PandaBarre getting his way back into this match, but this very, very busy Scorpion not giving him an inch of room, and it's looking bad for Panda now. Once you close that gap on Cetrion, that can happen.
Well, I'm sure the Zambians must be absolutely fit up. They're just ecstatic with what they've seen so far in the game number 1, round number 1. Great opportunity to punish, and PandaBarre takes full advantage of it. Opts to throw Mr5000 into the corner now. Playing a positional game against Scorpion, having access to that teleport. I'm not sure how wise it is, but for now, PandaBarre has him stuck. But unfortunately, he suffers the 3-4 crushing blow and eats quite a bit of damage, 318 to be exact. Great interrupt there from Panda.
Yeah, that's the old thing about Scorpion. Those crushing blows come out of nowhere. He does not have incredibly difficult requirements to do that kind of damage. So,
great play there from PandaBarre, using the conflux of elements. Waits the grab attempt.
and now just playing that spacing game so well compared to that first round. Might have just sort of found his feet a little bit now, feeling a little bit more comfortable.
Oh, this is so close. This is absolutely so close. And Mr5000 has put Zambia on the board.
Oh shit, they need... Oh, finishes it off with crushing blow. I'm watching the wrong screen. I'm seeing things late. Ah, well there you go. That second round, a hell of a lot closer than the first though, so... I don't think Panda can be too disappointed with that. Just needs to make some minor adjustments in the second game, and yeah, we've got a game here.
Well, I think what Mr5000 did exceptionally well in that match was actually what he did just before the match started. He got under PandaBarre's skin before the game even started by choosing a character he knows full well PandaBarre despises. And as a result, Zambia are the first team to get their names on the score sheet.
First blood.
First blood.
Zambia.
First blood goes to Rambo.
Yeah, trying a little bit of a word play there.
Well, it worked. It worked. 31 members in chat. Carlisle, I see you. I saw a question about the Xbox stream. When is it going to take place? We need to make it happen. We really need to make it happen. We've got the PC boys repping, we've got the PS4 boys, and it's just the Xbox boys we're waiting for. So Panda's gone for a switching variation, if I'm not mistaken. He has. He's gone for spring cleaning, which is actually the variation that he started off playing. And I think once Born Again was available, he then swapped to that variation. And already we're seeing quite a bit of inroad being made here by PandaBarre. Great grab tick as well. Punish opportunity, which he capitalizes on crushing blow. And
using that Cetrion teleport to great effect now. Says, stuff you Scorpion, I've got a teleport of my own. And I'm going to make it very, very tricky for you. And Panda looking very comfortable in this round so far. But we all know what Mr5000 can do.
Well, I think if you're South African, you would realize there that Mr5000, based on the life that he had left, was also able to die. But coming into the second round, immediately with the crushing blow and a massive chunk of damage, 322. Great grab tick there from PandaBarre. Tries it again, but unfortunately, Scorpion lands it this time. PandaBarre on about 50%.
Yeah, Panda looking like he's in a bit of trouble now, trying to get his way back into this match. That rock wall, such a great move. And manages to do a little bit of damage himself now. Great spacing there.
Fortunately, the crushing blow was used already, because that would have led to quite a bit of damage. Mr5000 didn't have access to any defensive bar. Great opportunity for PandaBarre just to eat that
can't break at this point. And now we are getting into dangerous territory for both players.
And I think this is it. No bar.
No bar for it. Both players in fatal blow territory.
And this is it. This is it. Fatal blow.
There it is.
Guys, if you're South African, put a thumbs up in the chat, because PandaBarre has just put his country on the board. One game each.
with some incredibly clever play. So these guys have both got a game each. We are not going to see 3 points for either side in this game, which is pretty much what we expect from all the games. I'll be very, very surprised if anybody manages to earn a 3-0 victory over their opponent tonight. But yeah, we have got a game on our hands.
1 game each, and I think the variations swapped did the trick there, Brian.
Definitely. A lot trickier with that spring cleaning variation, and also the spacing was a lot better in that second game. He was just didn't get impatient, stepped back when he needed to, and punished when he needed to.
I'm looking at the chat now, Brian, and comment by Ashton Governor saying, "This is the MK Olympics."
Exactly, it's the MK World Cup.
I also see the legendary league winner in chat, Mr. Zaza, who is due to represent Zambia next week, saying, "Let's go,
Let's go
Panda."
Panda, dude.
You have to see it, isn't it?
Well, yeah, there's obviously a bit of a rivalry between him and Mr5000 that we don't know about. Because he would rather shout for South Africa than his countrymen.
Well, what we're seeing now is something that I think is the scourge of so many Mortal Kombat players. We've seen an upgraded Jackie. Oh, great crushing blow there by PandaBarre.
Excellent work by PandaBarre.
Not the combo either.
Yeah, this Jackie pick by Mr5000 would take the soul out of most people, I think.
Yeah, we know you're trolling, Mr. Zaza. We know you're trolling.
But Panda doing a great job trying to put Jackie in the corner, but she manages to get herself out there. And yeah, just starting with that Jackie pressure. This could be it. No, yeah, it is.
That's actually fantastic play there from Mr5000. He waited for the breakaway, and immediately when he saw it, down 2 to end the round, and now PandaBarre starts round number 2 with very little defensive bar. Incredible presence of mind by Mr5000 there, and using Jackie's mobility in this variation to just close that gap between him and Cetrion, which is definitely something you need to do, and not giving Cetrion any breathing room at this point. So much Jackie shenanigans on screen right now, and PandaBarre doesn't really seem to have an answer at the moment. Great anti-air. Trying to get that zoning going, trying to use those long normals now. Panda, and he's on life support right now, and Mr5000 closes off game number 3 with a jumping kick, closes it off or finishes it off with a backward throw, and I think in double quick time there, Brian, if I were to be truly honest with you, Mr5000 looked extremely comfortable in that particular match.
Yeah, well, anytime Mr5000 picks Jackie, you gotta be frightened.
Indeed. Well, guys, if you are in chat and you are favoring South Africa, you now need to put your full support in the form of texts and chats and activity in the chat, and get behind PandaBarre. He is down by 2 games to 1 against arguably one of the best players to grace the African continent.
And also, guys, I think that, if you're on Team South Africa at the moment and you guys are watching the stream and you haven't done this already, which I hope you have, send some words of encouragement to your team members. Give them a bit of coaching, give them a bit of advice. You guys are teammates, so yeah. Let's see what you guys can do.
I see some new guys in the chat, and when I say new guys, guys that I don't recall seeing in chat before. Mojo, THC, Joe, Kenya is still here. Welcome. I see Zing in chat as usual. Franklin Kinyua. I don't know if I got the pronunciation correct. Guys, if you are new to the channel, please do not forget, if you enjoy content like this, Charlie Wolf brings us to you on a regular basis. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you are subscribed, don't forget, please leave a like on the video. It will just show us your support, and we really appreciate it. Right now, Panda's got just under 50% off Mr5000 already.
Yeah, playing a much more careful game this time, being very, very patient.
And he's gone back to the Born Again variation, so I wonder if this is matchup specific.
You got to think it is. I mean, if he's gone and made the effort to go and change that variation, there's obviously something that he knows. And has been doing a great job in this round, but now Mr5000 is starting to get a little bit of momentum, and Panda's going to want to put a stop to that. Misses the fatal blow attempt, and now we're seeing that great keep away game. Oh, these guys.
He has to eat that damage. That's unbreakable damage that Jackie dishes out, and PandaBarre finds himself facing match point. Thank you so much for the subscribe. I think it was Atani, thank you so much, we really appreciate it. Mr5000 closing in on potentially Zambia's first win of the evening.
Yeah, just not panicking at all. Was in a serious life deficit for quite a while there, and oh wow, did you see that?
I did indeed, and the unfortunate thing is that it takes 2 bars of defensive meter to dish out that conflux of elements, which probably lasts about 10 seconds.
Yeah, you gotta wonder, is the juice worth the squeeze?
Well, let's see if PandaBarre has the presence of mind to just find a way into this.
Now, oh, this is good stuff. You need to keep Jackie in that corner there. They've 5,000 in fatal blow territory now. So is Panda. Panda being patient here. Good blocks. Starts a bit of pressure on his own. Gets the overhead.
Oh
and the fatal blow takes the game.
Heartbreak for Panda, I think, because I honestly feel that he had everything going for him in that last round. He had Jackie stuck in the corner, stuck in the elements, and all it took would have just been 1 or 2 hits, a combo conversion or something to that effect to close out that round. But unfortunately for PandaBarre, it is Zambia's GEM Matrix Mr5000 who takes the first game of the evening by 3 games to 1 and earns in the process for Zambia 2 points. Brian, your thoughts on that first match?
Yeah, you know, it's a tough one to watch. You know, like Mr. PandaBarre has got that sort of that affiliation with that character Cetrion, and I think that Mr5000 just made really good character choices there. But not only that, but just played those characters so well and managed to just shut down Cetrion, who we all know loves a bit of zoning. And yeah, Mr5000 just doing an incredible job of just closing the distance and just keeping that pressure on Panda constantly. But I don't think that PandaBarre can be too disappointed with the way he performed there. I think he was unlucky to lose that last game. So yeah, he's got 2 more games to come right though, and yeah, if that's anything to sort of go by, then we are definitely in for some absolute gems this evening.
40 people in chat right now. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in and coming to share this absolutely amazing experience with us. Myself and Brian have put so much time, planning, thoughts, ideas, everything into making this a reality, and it's finally here. And thank you so much, the familiar faces, the unfamiliar names in chat. Just absolutely fantastic to see you all. Andy Otam, Mr. 1000 subscribers himself, in chat as always. Guys, if you haven't been to his channel yet, please have a look. Andy Otam, Mr. Make a Smile, the Kotal Khan extraordinaire of the FGC Africa, doing some fantastic
Kotal
work.
Khan. Mr. Shah Khan as well.
Yeah, he'll always be known for his Kotal though.
Yeah, I know him for his Shah though. So.
Yeah, you would.
Carlisle Marshall says Jackie carries hard. I do not disagree. Jeff says Rambo Main is the Shelder God himself.
Okay, so I'm just going through my friends list and I'm going to shoot myself if this is true. But could it be that after Mortal Kombat has been with us for a year and a half, that I do not have AI Cortex on my friends list? Is that even possible?
Say it isn't so. Mr5000 in chat saying GG's to his opponent. What a good sport. Panda also now in the chat. Great sportsmanship being shown by the South Africans and the Zambians. It's good cricket, good cricket.
Let's just see if I can get Mr. AI Cortex.
Pringles Taicho.
I believe that is correct.
Vesta Chanda giving Mr5000 the congratulations that he deserves. "38 members of the Wolf Pack. Let's get that up to 50 tonight, guys. Tell your uncles, tell your aunties, tell your brothers, tell your sisters. Get them in here. I'm going to send out another blast to the groups because the first game of round 1 is over. And so peeps need to be alerted. Be alert.
Okay, if somebody can just let me know in chat exactly how to spell, or even if you could ask AI Cortex to send me a friend request. I'm not sure if it's Pringles with a Z, Pringles with a S.
I do believe somebody did say it in chat.
If there's an underscore, if there's a hyphen, if there's something.
So here it is, PRINGLZE.
That sounds not right.
That sounds like it might be a typo. Try it.
Okay, I'm just going to send Moochie or AI Cortex rather.
Mr. Moochie.
A direct message just asking him to clarify the spelling so that I can get him into the lobby. I see X-Ray 92.
Mr. Solomon, you guys are going to be seeing X-Ray 92 go up against AI Cortex now. Another killer match.
Okay, thank you. X-Ray 92 was actually from the Koth, sent the invitation out to AI Cortex.
What a man.
And there we go. AI Cortex has joined us and we're about to get match number 2.
Look, it is spelled like that.
Pringles with a Z underscore Taicho.
Pringles. Mojo THC Joe. This is hype. Hello, sir. Welcome. Do you believe you said you were from Kenya earlier? Welcome. Welcome. Who are you supporting in this match? I mean, I know that you don't necessarily have a horse in this race, but who would you like to see take it? Zambia? South Africa? Let us know. X-Ray 92 going up against AI Cortex. We've got some I thought we had some hidden Kourse shenanigans going on there, but I was wrong. And we've got the high damage Spawn
versus
the has every tool available in Mortal Kombat to him, Joker.
Well, apart from that, in the hands of AI Cortex, and I've seen AI Cortex controlling Joker before, this is going to be something to witness, guys.
Although, I mean, we all know Spawn only has to touch you 2 or 3 times and you're dead. So,
well, each of his crushing blows probably dish out like 1300 damage, so what an anti-air there by Joker.
Great anti-air, wow.
I'm starting to question whether that NTA was even intentional, but it worked.
Oh, he gets the crushing blow there. He's going to convert for some big damage. No, he's not. Tries the setup, doesn't quite get it. And X-Ray 92, aka Mark the Shark, trying to fight his way back into this. This is going to be some big damage. Forces the breakaway.
Forces the breakaway, but I think that's actually a mini victory there for X-Ray 92 because... come on,
no.
Connections.
Come on, stay with us.
Come on, you can
Stay
do it.
with
I
us.
think we are going to be leaving.
X-Ray 92 has left the Koth. Okay, so that was looking interesting.
It was.
Before that happened.
And so interesting, we're going to have to get X-Ray 92 back in here ASAP.
So nice, we've got to do it twice.
I'm glad you see the nice side of things.
You got to stay positive.
Fair enough.
You got to stay positive.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to actually just do it. There we go.
So, already starting to see that that excellent spacing that X-Ray 92 is known for, that great sort of movement of spawn, and then like you said, Mr. AI Cortex just owning that Joker as well, so...
Well, AI Cortex has also left the Koth now, so I'm not sure if he too got disconnected. So while we are waiting for X92 to rejoin us, I am going to just try to get Pringle's Taicho back in.
Is that Mr. Grootty in... is it I am Grootty in chat?
That is indeed.
Hello Grootty, how are you sir? Collision Course gang. Who's looking kinda... I don't know dude. Who's looking kinda...
Yeah, in I am Groot's mind, everybody is kinda. That's because he is an absolute elder god in Mortal Kombat 11. And nobody, and I can guarantee you, nobody's abilities come even close to Thando Grootboom. So much so that he's agreed to showcase his talents in week 2 of the Collision course and whitewash every Zambian opponent that comes in his way.
Ooh, that's fiery talk. Fiery talk. I hope the Zambians are listening to you. And I hope
we've got our boys back in the Koth lobby, Brian, so we're going to restart that match.
Alright,
rounds
guys.
have been played.
Here we go. We try that again. And I wonder if that little warm-up is going to make any kind of difference for these guys.
Ain't no ninja mine. Fire and brimstone.
Obviously, we see the same character picks. Are we going to see a retrocade? Yes.
This happens to be your favorite arena in the game, Brian?
It is indeed. Takes me back to my childhood, the MK1, MK2, MK3 days, where I started my life in beat-em-ups.
Yeah, good memories, huh?
Round
Very
one.
good memories. Lots of late nights, especially playing MK3. My parents
We've
didn't
got
know what that.
the one spawn shoot or spawn pick by X92. We've got the Ace of Knaves Joker variation chosen by AI Cortex, also known
Both-
as Pringle's Taicho according to his PSN.
Both guys looking a little bit more cautious at the start of this round. Perhaps they saw something in each other in the brief encounter they just had that said, okay, let me just chill. Oh, great setup. Misses the conversion though. And X-Ray 92 landing the grab. Oh, don't know how he managed to land that, but he did. Forces the breakaway, and once again, there's that victory that you talk about. Oh, lovely. Oh no.
Oh, come on.
Can it be? X-Ray 92 looking so strong in this round so far. Ah. The bleakness.
Yeah, that's kind of a dampener on what's happening so far. We've just seen a fantastic match between PandaBarre and Mr5000. And I think we were very much on the verge of seeing a similarly fantastic match between these two guys, and unfortunately the connection does seem to be a little bit unstable. So what I am going to do, Brian, is I'm actually going to just go out of the Koth, start a new Koth, and try to get these guys back in as soon as possible.
Okie dokes, you do that. Yeah, that was looking like a very, very interesting matchup. X-Ray 92 looking super duper strong in that second iteration of that first round. So I think he'll be quite confident going into the next restart.
And then while we're getting that set up, just a big shout out here to the to 5K. The guys main finally came through. Of course, Mr. 5K, we'll give you a shout out. Okay, let's just try to get everything back on track again.
Thousand saying we got Moochie and Killjoy, the goats. Sylvester saying I'll main Rambo because my name is Sylvester. Fair enough, dude.
Fair enough.
And
wasn't a good start to Sylvester's time in MK, because he set the trap for Melina, and Melina sprung that trap rather easily. So I'm not sure, Sylvester, you might want to choose somebody else to main, because in his launch video for them to show Rambo making a bit of a mistake, and then trying to come up with, trying to make up for it by saying things like "I'm your worst nightmare," and then didn't quite work out.
And then just unloading a massive clip of ammunition on two people.
Yeah, and I mean, if Rain and Melina is still alive, then what a waste of ammunition. So not looking too good for Rambo at this point, I don't believe.
I think that old Stabs Kevin Johnson said it best in the WhatsApp group today. He's like, what is this? Is it what did he say? Is it Call of Combat modern
Mortal Duty or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So,
Call of Combat modern Mortal.
Pringles, Taicho, AI Cortex has joined. It tried to go AFK.
Okay, so we've got an AI Cortex in the cough, waiting on X-Ray 92 now.
Mortal Duty, Call of Combat. There we go.
There we go. He's there. Thank you for correcting me. I kind of butchered that. Mortal Duty, Call of Combat.
I wonder if we should just make a call here, Brian, with all the connection issues and Killjoy not being available at this point. If these two do get connected again, and for some or other strange reason they do disconnect again, we might have to then move on to Atrocity versus Mr5000, which is part of round 3. But just to keep the momentum going here, because I mean, between the connection issues and power issues in Africa, which seems to be common found every week, which is nothing that we can control, unfortunately. We do need to keep the show going, so we'll have to just work it out, give the guys as many matches as we can, and just see what can be done if we are unable to get through all the matches tonight.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. It's unfortunate, but you got to do what you got to do.
Okay, Mark the Shark, X-Ray 92 just asking for another invitation in the Koth, so let's just get that sorted out. I often watch these videos, Destroyer and Caboose, and the way they host these tournaments in North America, and the amount of internet issues that we have, it's actually quite sad if you look at how smoothly, more often than not, how smoothly those tournaments, and they are often big tournaments. 60,
You know,
70, 80 people participating at any given tournament, and
yeah,
it runs without issues. So
100%. I was actually just about to say to you, I cannot actually remember an occasion where they moaned about connection issues. So, yeah, it's very, very unfortunate that we've got to deal with these issues in Africa. And there ain't much we can do about it either.
okay, so as you can see there on my screen, the ping looks good, Brian.
Yeah.
If X-ray92 and Bucci can maybe just let me know what the ping is between the two of you, just so we can see exactly where the issues are coming from.
Gotham's nut job.
Yeah. Character select screen. We've got a Joker. We've got a
Spawn.
Spawn. So let's try this again, shall we?
Okay, so Mark the Shark says it should be good now. Issues might have or occurred because one of his games was busy updating. Okay, so let's hope that is in fact the issue, Mark, and yeah, let's hope we're going to see this first to 3 set between AI Cortex and X-ray92 play out to completion. And yeah, I'm sure for everybody watching who is South African, will be hoping that Mark can overthrow the deficit that Mr5000 has put South Africa in. So game number 1 officially starting now, AI Cortex and X-ray92.
Third time lucky, let's go. This time, once again, just feeling each other out for the sort of initial stages of this round. Oh, that is unsafe, and that is duly punished by AI Cortex. Nice little setup there. Mark the Shark is up and moving again, though, and it just land the grab.
So this does seem to be a very patient round. I mean, there's about 50 seconds left, and both these guys still very much have half their life intact. So slow, patient, very calculated.
Well, as you said that, Mr. X-ray92 gets a little bit unsafe and is punished. And yeah, here we go again, a bit of a tit for tat. Oh, but down to crushing blow, and that should be drops it. Oh, this could be the end.
That's it. You know, when Spawn hits you, it's like a truck, and your damage just disappears, or your life bar just slowly but surely
That's
disappears
exactly it.
right under your nose.
You've just got to pray for your opponent to drop the combo somehow, otherwise you're dead.
Well, this is probably a great time for Spawn to try and capitalize while Joker is without full defensive bar. No access to a breakaway, and if Spawn launches you, it normally leads to some serious damage, so...
Yeah, absolutely, but AI Cortex doing a great job of not letting that happen. Gets that bird boy beat down, wants to load that crushing blow. And now has Spawn in the corner and is showing why he's such a tough character to deal with.
No, and that's a very, very convincing round there by AI Cortex. Just about a flawless, just short of a flawless. Mark the Shark gonna have to do something a bit different in this round here to try and get this first game.
Well, I think that he probably will adjust quite quickly. We've seen him do it before. And yeah, AI Cortex just using these very, very annoying Joker setups, throwing things all over the screen, makes it very, very hard.
Crushing blow there, and
huge damage, 298.
Oh!
Wow!
Shenanigans start to come out here now, and that is a very, very, very swaggy little corner combo there.
Super swaggy.
Mark the Shark closes out game number 1.
Is just carrying on with that combo, just to say, you know what, AI Cortex,
I'm here.
I didn't like that shit that you pulled in that second round. I was about to give it straight back to you. Wow. What an adjustment in that third round by X-ray92, aka Mark the Shark. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff.
King B default, first to 3, yes indeed.
So King B default, this works a little bit differently. Each player of each team will play in a 1st to 3 against a member of the opposing team, and the difference will be used to calculate the score. So if that doesn't make much sense to you, it basically means that if player A beats player B 3 games to 2, player A earns 1 point for his team.
Another soul from Albosia says Kimby default, PandaBarre, fire emojis, and guys, if you're South African and you are in chat, keep that fire emojis coming in support of X-Ray 92, and vice versa, guys. If you are from Zambia, get those emojis in as well to support your representative tonight, because I'm sure that this game is far from finished.
Yep, I see we've got Christian Clay in chat. How are you doing, CK? A man who resides in Zambia, I believe, is not from Zambia, but he'll definitely be shouting for the Zambians tonight, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Let's go, Mark the Dolphin.
Mark the Dolphin.
Okay, so Joker in an early lead here.
PandaBarre, I hope that you are messaging your teammates words of encouragement privately as well, giving him some advice, telling him what to do, how to unlock this AI Cortex. Oh, great setup by AI Cortex there, and Mark the Shark has got to be careful. Oh no. Oh.
This is about to drop yet again.
Oh no.
Well, maybe it isn't a game that's being updated. I think maybe, just maybe, Kevin Johnson might be onto something. Kevin Johnson saying in chat there's maybe some cheesy 4K hentai porn.
Could very well be. Could very well be. We know how the AFGC loves their hentai.
Shaking my head. Nah, says AI Cortex.
So, currently, the score is at 2-0 in Zambia's favor. That is because Mr5000 managed to take it over PandaBarre 3 games to 1. So the difference is 2. So Zambia on 2 points currently. And South Africa hoping that Mr. X-Ray 92, Mark the Shark himself, can close that deficit with some wins over AI Cortex. AI Cortex looking to extend Zambia's lead.
Do we want to try another time when there's better connection? Okay, let's just see. And we're just gonna have to work this out between X-Ray and Pringle's Tacho, AI Cortex. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the score at 1-0 in favor of Mark the Shark. But let's try to go into some other matches for now. And if I look at the Koth lobby, Pringle's Tacho is still in here. So Muchi, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get Atrocity in, and then maybe you and Atrocity can play your match, which was scheduled to take place in round number 2. And let's just see that connection is going to hold, just so we can get some more matches underway. So I think the schedule, Brian, might just be thrown out completely.
That's fine.
We'll just have to get matches finalized as per what's available at any given time.
That's fine. I will just update the score sheet as and how it happens. And yeah, we'll just have to, get our Africanacity on and just be innovative and do what we can.
Okay, so what I'm doing now is AI Cortex, I'm re-inviting you into the Koth. Please accept as soon as you receive it, and then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to invite Atrocity to join and play your match. So that score you'll just leave
at 1-0.
At 1-0?
Yep.
So what you guys are seeing now, if these two guys are able to accept the Koth invitation, you should be seeing the match between Atrocity and Muchi. If I can give you some history, and I'll share some history with you shortly. But I think first and foremost, let's just get these guys into the car. Once the game is set to go, we can then start talking about some info, I think, that might just add some extra spice to a potential outcome. I see Atrocity has joined us. Let's just wait for AI Cortex to join as well. So just bear in mind, guys, whenever AI Cortex and X92 do play the match will start off 1-0 in favor of X92. But right now, guys, Atrocity and AI Cortex are both in the COT lobby. Their match is just about to start. And as I say that, yeah, okay, so something's going on tonight, Brian. So can we try to get Atrocity going up against Mr5000?
Yeah, okay, let's try that.
And hope that something is going to give.
Oh, guys, what can we do but apologize for the technical difficulties, unfortunately out of our hands, but we're going to do what we can.
Okay, so Cortex, if you don't mind just holding off. He has bad connection with me. That's interesting. Okay, Cortex, before we give you another try, I'm going to ask that we just see Mr5000 can join us in the lobby. And what's going to happen is Mr5000 will take on Atrocity. We'll see what happens.
Atrocity, as Sylvester says in chat.
Sylvester Chandler saying 5000 versus Metro City. Let's see.
Let's see. Let's see. Okay. I've just told everybody in the groups that it's Atrocity versus Mr. AI Cortex, but let me correct myself.
Bill the Conqueror, welcome to the chat.
Bill the Conqueror.
Okay, we've got AI Cortex back in the lobby, so let's see if this is going to work.
Okay, so... Oh.
Okay, that connection doesn't look terrible between myself and Pringles.
No, it doesn't look bad.
Jax.
These connections are wreaking havoc upon my marketing skills. I keep sending people different messages in the group.
Joker.
Okay, Atrocity whipping out his tried and tested Mr. Jax, going up against AI Cortex's Joker, who we've already seen a little preview of this evening.
Jim Chori saying in chat he's here for Jax.
Well, you got him, sir.
Round.
You got him.
Fight.
Alright, let's go. Oh. A risky jump in, capitalized on by AI Cortex, lands the grab. Starts the zoning game. Atrocity slowly trying to make his way in.
Someone give Atrocity the R2 button.
Some might say he doesn't need it. But AI Cortex looking strong with this Joker. Putting all that pressure of those long normals on Jax. Atrocity managing to get in with that pseudo command grabby thing.
Good forward two stagger into the backward grab. Yep.
I know. I know. Oh no. Unfortunate. We've had another disconnect.
Speechless.
Very, very unfortunate that we are being plagued by these problems.
Okay, so Atrocity, if you are in the not in the chat, but if you are watching the stream, please stay in the stream. In the Koth lobby rather. I'm gonna try to get Mr5000 in here now to take on Atrocity, and yeah, let's just see. So
okay, so we're going to move on to Mr5000 versus Atrocity, which was supposed to take place in round 3, but has been moved up.
okay, and then I'm gonna try something now, and I just want you guys to maybe just bear with me, but I'm just thinking about the event as a whole. So to X-Ray92 and Muchi, do you guys maybe want to just try and play your match offline or off stream rather, and just tell me if there are any connection issues. If there are not any connection issues, it might just then very well be the connection between myself and Pringles that is causing all these disconnects. So if X-Ray92 and Cortex can maybe try and play their game offline, with the score at this point in time being 1-0 in favor of X-Ray92, and we're going to try and get Mr5000 in here to take on Atrocity. All this while we're waiting for Killjoy to give us some indication in terms of whether or not he thinks he's going to be featuring at all tonight, or whether it's just going to be a case of getting Mr5000 to play each of the South African contestants. Tragic but true, unfortunate.
So we are going to have AI Cortex and X-Ray92 finish their game off stream, hey?
Yeah, if that is possible. I see AI Cortex saying here maybe it will stabilize at 9 p.m. run some matches. Okay, we are going to try to get Mr5000 in here to face Atrocity. Let's just see if Atrocity is in the lobby. He has left the lobby, so let's just try and get both of them. Mr5000, Brian, if you can maybe just let Mr5000 know on the WhatsApp group that we're sending him an invite now.
Yeah.
As well as to Atrocity.
Okie dokes.
Okay, the guys know?
They are aware. And AI Cortex and X-Ray92 are also aware that they need to be playing their match. So we've got Mr5000 in the Koth lobby, and I'm sure that the Atrocity will be joining us shortly.
Okay guys, we're just waiting for Atrocity to join us in the lobby. Atrocity, if you can hear us, please just hit that accept button there and get your backside into this lobby so that we can get started. to those of you who are in chat, just a big thank you as Atrocity comes in and joins the lobby. Just a big thank you for sticking it out. I'm sure you guys understand with all the issues we have in Africa, connection issues just seems to be one of those things that we just can't find our way around. But thanks for sticking it out, and for your troubles, you are going to see, hopefully,
One-man army.
the match between Mr5000 and Atrocity.
So we've got a Jax going up against a Liu Kang. This is going to get interesting.
Collins Daisley.
Bill the Conqueror, thank you so much. We do appreciate your kind words.
Fight.
Okay, here we go.
Okay,
Playing
immediately.
Wushu Legend variation. Got that damage buff. Got that teleport. Oh, using that interactable so well. And putting Atrocity under all sorts of pressure at the moment. Can't get his Jax going at this point. Manages to land the grab. And he's going to be looking to... Oh, the wake up gets him. And then the zoning.
Well, very convincing there by Mr5000. Atrocity didn't have a chance in that particular round. So, game one of the evening between these two guys. Atrocity obviously just trying to find his feet. Oh,
Yep. Oh, the tech, the flawless block, the conversion. And now Mr5000 just putting on an absolute show here. Wake up catches him again. And Atrocity doesn't really seem to have any answers at this point. He needs to start getting a bit of that pressure going himself. He's not out of this just yet. We know old Mr. Comeback Jax, what he can do.
oh, but they're unsafe, unfortunately. Only suffers the backward throw, no crushing blow yet. But he does have Jax in the corner, tries to shimmy, gets it right this time.
Lovely
And
throw
that's
check,
it
but it's
for
not gonna be enough.
Mr5000.
Mr5000 taking a very, very quick 1-0 lead in this game. And yeah, Zambia looking strong.
Well, Mr5000 kind of didn't give Atrocity any chance whatsoever in that match. I think the first round went by so quickly. Jack started to show signs of life in game number, or in round number 2 rather, but still not enough to just kind of get into 5000's head. And I mean, I think at the end of the day, that first game flew by.
Yeah,
And
that is,
Atrocity's going to have to make some sort of an adjustment here, whether it's going to be a character swap. And we do know he's been practicing a few characters on PS4, but he goes directly back to Jax, and let's see if it's going to be the right choice.
yeah, went to that Jax pick very, very quickly, so has no doubt that he can do this with his beloved Jax. But yeah, Mr5000 giving him absolutely no room to work in that first game. So Atrocity's going to have to sort of, you know, check himself here and just, yeah, make sure that he can do something about this this Liu Kang pressure and this variation, as we know, with that damage buff as well, just does so much damage. And Mr5000 making great use of the interactables on this Soul Chamber stage. I mean, we've seen him use that one on the right hand side. Oh, gets the crushing blow on the back throw. And yeah, once again, Jax's life bar has just disappeared. Another crushing blow. Mr5000 clearly
King B default saying Ninja Killer Heidi by Mr5000 here.
Looks like it. I mean, this Liu Kang is just mean as hell. Once again, Mr5000 scouting that throw, doing exactly what he needs to do. The flying dragon kick, Atrocity not expecting it. Atrocity going to start trying to get some staggers going, work his way back into this game, because oh, gets the command grab. Is he going to go for that crushing blow? No.
It's the wake up. Great use of the grab there by Mr5000, putting Atrocity in the corner here, and he's looking to close this game out, and does.
Just absolutely incredible movement by Mr5000. You know, doing that roll exactly when he needed to, getting straight up with the grab, and goes to 2-0 very quickly.
Do you think there's going to be a character swap now to a Liu Kang mirror, possibly? A Scorpion pick coming out here from Atrocity, possibly?
You know,
because Liu Kang doesn't seem to, Liu Kang doesn't seem to be having too much issues with this Jax pick.
none at all. In fact, you know, those two very quick victories were so sort of convincing. As Atrocity, you've got to kind of wonder, okay, what do I have to do to stop this Liu Kang? So, looks like he's going to take some time at the character select, and he goes for a Sub-Zero. Now, I don't think that this is a bad option at all.
The only disadvantage I think for Atrocity going into this particular game number 3 is that Mr5000 plays Sub-Zero and plays Sub-Zero extremely well. In fact, he won a Mortal Kombat 11 ACGL Cup using Sub-Zero in the final. So he definitely knows his way around Sub-Zero, and it's more about whether Atrocity can actually do things that Mr5000 might not be expecting.
So, you know, Atrocity's going to go into this match, and he seems to be doing a great job of it so far. He's going to have to keep Mr5000 guessing now, and seems to be doing just that. Now, Atrocity's not going to want Liu Kang to get any sort of momentum here, playing a great spacing game at this point, and just closes it out in
Round 2.
very good fashion there. Great comeback from from Atrocity in that first round, and yeah, doing everything that Sub-Zero does, just completely keeping you guessing. But as we know, Mr5000 adjusts very quickly, and he seems to have done just that.
Nope, unsafe there, and gets punished.
Punished. Oh.
What a micro duck. I didn't even see Liu Kang go down.
Nah, that's amazing. That's an incredible adjustment by Mr5000 in that second round. Seemed to be able to predict everything that Atrocity was going to do there. Atrocity getting that freeze. And yeah, once again, just starting with that high octane stuff, keeping Mr5000 guessing. Mr5000 rolls out of the corner and is now going to get some of this Liu Kang corner pressure on. Atrocity's going to be in trouble here. Forces the breakaway. See those staggers. He's got the buff on now.
Getting colder.
But Atrocity still with the slight life advantage. Oh, great work, great spacing there. Just steps back, forces the whiff, and manages to close out the round. And Atrocity on the board. Didn't block that entire round because he got the down two brutality.
Well, Zaza in chat saying, you know, trolling with the R2 button, saying in chat, Panda, where I find him in KL ranked, or in ranked, I don't need to hit confirm. Now Justin needs R2.
Well, we know that Atrocity plays that high octane game, so I think the only reason he's not pressing the R2 button is because he's attacking you pretty much constantly. And as they say, the best form of defense is a good offense.
Well, being 2 games up, one thing that's in Justin's favor now is that he's able to counterpick.
Yes.
And he goes for one of my favorite characters in the game.
The advantage of losing.
Chronica's timepiece.
Yeah, I think that's a great way of putting it.
And we see the cowboy himself, Mr. Aaron Black. Cool character. He's going to be looking to nullify
Round 1.
Sub-Zero's ice ball. Oh, he's got barking irons, my bad. No scud shot in this variation.
Yeah, but he's got access to quite a number of tools, and again, this is going to be quite the comeback from Atrocity if he's able to pull it off, because at a disadvantage, shows a character which we don't see being played by Atrocity too often.
Oh, beautiful spacing again. Just walks back, forces the whiff, and punishes accordingly. Manages to scout the low.
With the lag here for both guys.
Oh, the down 2 crushing blow lands, forces the breakaway. Both of these guys in fatal blow territory now. Oh, puts him in that acid.
Great play from Mr5000. I mean,
Great.
relentless pressure. 41 guys in chat.
Round 2.
Let's see if Atrocity can get back into this.
Didn't lose that first round by a hell of a lot. So I don't think we'll be feeling too bad at this point. Oh, somehow that shoulder charge misses. But looking good now. Oh, a little bit of a lag spike. Doesn't bother it. Manages to complete the combo. The 5000 starting with a little bit of pressure himself. Oh, the overhead lands. Cancels. And now we're seeing some corner pressure. Atrocity manages to get out of there. Lands the overhead and... Oh! Could have done it with a crushing blow, I think.
I think there's 3 people fighting in this match. There's Sub-Zero, there's Aaron Black, and there's the lag.
Yep, absolutely. But Atrocity doing an excellent job of taking that second round.
Okay, we've just got a score coming in chat right now. AI Cortex saying that he lost to Mark the Shark by 3 games to 2.
2. Okay, you carry on here. I will update the score sheet.
While Atrocity trying his very best to just try to even this game out. Having gone down by 2 games to 0, he found himself at 2-1, but he is experiencing a bit of a life deficit right now. And
well, okay, after that game, as it currently stands, Zambia 2, South Africa 1, and obviously we've got this game pending, and Mr5000 manages to take it 3-1, I believe.
3-1 indeed. So great stuff there from Mr5000, and you know, Atrocity showing great heart to actually come into that game after losing the first 2 games quite convincingly. Managed to get the game off Mr5000 with the Sub-Zero pick of all characters, but unfortunately the counter pick was available to Mr5000 and able to close it out with Aaron Black winning Atrocity by 3 games to 1.
Looking pretty good with that Sub-Zero, I've got to say, but just not enough to edge out Mr5000, who, as we all know, is just an absolute beast. So, yeah, good showing. And after that, since that set is now finished, we have Zambia sitting on 4, South Africa sitting on 1.
That is correct. So, games that need to be screened or streamed right now, Brian.
I think that we just need to stream whoever can actually play at this point.
Well, I think what we're going to try to do now is maybe try to get... I'm not sure if the issue on stream was caused by X-Ray92 or by Muchi. So I think what we're going to try to do now is we're going to get X-Ray92 to go up against Mr5000, which will essentially mean that Mr5000 would have played all his games for the evening. So let's try to get X-Ray92 and Mr5000 in here, and let's see if that game holds up, and if so, guys, we've got a match. That's all I can say.
We've got a match.
So let's try to get Mr5000 to go up against X-Ray92.
Okay, let me let these guys know in the WhatsApp group that they will be facing each other now.
Ronnie Kel's good match. Are you referring to the match that had just gone by? Or are you referring to the match that we are about to see between Mr5000 and X-Ray92? Let me know in the chat.
PandaBarre says fire, 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 hype. PandaBarre, speak to your team, guy. Speak to your team. You guys are 4-1 down. You need to come back into this. So, all of South Africa's hopes resting on Mark the Shark, aka X-Ray92's shoulders at the moment.
And we've got 48 members of the Wolfpack in chat right now. 48 guys, we need 2 more. Call your dog, call your cat, tell them to get in here and hit that 50 mark tonight.
Guys, let's get 50 in the chat. So, X-Ray92 will be looking for a 3 3-0 victory over Mr5000 to bring scores level at 4-4. I don't think that's likely to happen given the quality of these two guys, but that's what X-Ray 92 has to do to draw level with Zambia, who is currently sitting on 4 points and South Africa sitting on 1.
Oh, and we just got some good news as well. Killjoy in chat saying his power has just been restored, guys. So
yes,
there are more matches to come tonight. Thank the Elder Gods. And we've got these two boys in chat right now, or in the Koth lobby right now rather, about to put on a show for you guys.
All happening. Guys, this is probably one of the matches that I've been looking most forward to this evening. Not to take away from any of the others, but yeah, X-Ray 92, Mr5000. This is going to be hardcore. Testing the connection.
What I'm going to do now, and this is purely to hype up the match. These guys did play each other in a episode of Combat Africa.
They did indeed.
In a 1-7 encounter, which X-Ray 92 won by 7 games to 1.
7 games to 1. Let me just reiterate.
So, are we going to see that same X-Ray 92 come out here tonight? Or are we going to see a leveled up Mr5000 showing him what was actually about to happen?
Well, if you are Team South Africa, you are definitely hoping that X-Ray 92 repeats what he did on Combat Africa, because he needs a big victory here to get his team back in this game. Oh, we're seeing some Jackie pressure here, but you know, Spawn hasn't really done much, and Jackie only just now bringing that life deficit even again. And but now she's got some heavy corner pressure going on here. But we're going to see a conversion for 324 damage. Huge. Avoid the fatal blow.
Wake up into the back throw there, Brian, and this could go either way at this point. And Spawn scouted the low, waited for the punish opportunity, and closed out the round with 15 life points remaining.
Incredible patience shown by X-Ray 92 there. Didn't panic at all. Great stuff. And get round 2 started.
Oh, 357 of 1 bar of meter, and Mr5000 is possibly facing a flawless and manages to get the wake up.
You know, if that was Mr. Charlie Wolf, that was 2 combos and a down 2 crushing blow, pretty much.
Well, listen, I can understand Mark the Shark's position right there. He's thinking to himself, if you're going to play the broken character called Jackie Briggs, the upgraded variation of all, I'm going to have to choose somebody that's going to have to counter your brokenness with my brokenness. And in terms of damage, Spawn is as broken as they come. And I think we know this about Mark the Shark. He likes these high damage output characters. He plays Scorpion, he plays Baraka, he plays Noob Cybot. Each of those characters easily get 350 damage off 1 bar of meter.
Yeah, and putting them to great use. I mean, I've heard a lot of people moan that that Spawn is unsafe, but with the way that X-Ray 92 moves him around the screen, you wouldn't say so. I mean, he forces those whiffs on you. Okay, so we've seen Mr5000 now going for a Liu Kang pick, and we've seen already this evening how scary this Liu Kang pick is. So let's see. I didn't see. Yep, he's gone with the Wuxi Legend variation again, which is not necessarily his most popular, but Mr5000 putting it to great use. Zone war happening. Oh, just out of range to convert that combo.
But he gets the crushing blow there, Brian, and it's about 50% life already gone. Drop that is punishable. And I think when you play Mortal Kombat at this particular level that both these guys are playing it at. Every opportunity you get to land a punish, you're going to have to take full advantage. As we see Spawn doing exactly that. 308 damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and then the fatal blow is going to close out the round. I think Mr5000 will feel a little lucky there.
Not just yet, not just yet.
Oh, he's got 12 life points left.
But
Now
he eats a fireball to the face and Spawn falls down to the floor. Mr5000 back in the match now, having taken the first round in game number 2.
Such a dangerous looking Spawn this, but Mr5000 seems to have the answers. Here we go. Big damage. No, not too big. 236, which is decent, but small for Spawn.
Wushi. Shenanigans coming through here, but a great opportunity.
Oh, a bit of a lag spike.
Again.
Wonder if that affected his conversion. I wouldn't be surprised. This is the wake up. Mr5000 getting that pressure on now.
Finish him.
And takes game 2 in pretty convincing fashion. So unfortunately, Team South Africa will not be getting the 3-0 that they need to draw the scores level. But X-Ray 92 will be looking at taking the next 2 games to give his team 2 more points.
So guys, just let me know in chat what you guys think of the format here. I mean, what we tried to do, and I'm sure you can see what we tried to do here, is make the format in such a way that every single game counts. So as things stand now, because of the difference in the scores between the winner and loser in each of the matches that have passed us so far, we've got Zambia sitting on 4 points, we've got South Africa sitting on 1 point, and if Mark the Shark had been able to take this by 3-0, we would have basically seen the scores level. So just let us know in chat what you think about the format of the scores. Is it something that you can easily follow? And as we mentioned the scores, we've seen somebody trying to settle the score here. Baraka on screen right now with this nasty looking Type 10 skin.
Yeah, another high damage character as we just mentioned. And,
Mr. Jivs in chat just telling everybody, or reminding everybody rather, to please leave a like.
Sitting on 30 at the moment, guys. Give us the more. Got that damage buff out and manages to close this round out fairly comfortably.
Suyelikwa. First time I'm seeing your name on stream, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Mark the Shark, really trying to dish out as much damage as he can. Go for the crushing blow. 388 plus some dot damage.
388 plus that bleeding. And yeah, looking very good in this round too. But Mr5000 not out of it yet. Gonna look to even the score. Just when you thought Baraka couldn't
great patience from Mark the Shark, and I think this might just close it out. Why did he not go for the chop?
Need it. Didn't need the chop.
Sean Ravenhill saying the format is cool, it keeps the pressure on everyone and keeps the action up. I think that's exactly what we were trying to do. Torway, welcome to the chat.
Hello, Shauno.
Saying let's go 5,000. Unfortunately, 5,000 has gone down in that particular match. Now
2-1.
behind by 2-1, correct.
By 2-1. Yeah. Mark the Shark looking strong with that Baraka pick. Hot damn, he's ugly.
So, are we going to see another pick here by Mr5000 to try and get around this Baraka? Now, here's something that might interest you, Brian.
Yeah. OG. We saw Mr5000's Shao Kahn last Sunday when he came up in a hidden cursor random select match. No, he's decided against Shao Kahn now.
Cetrion.
And has gone for the Cetrion pick. We know that Mr5000 plays a very, very mean Cetrion as well.
Well, this Cetrion has been all the way to the Celtic Throwdown, which was part of the MK Pro Competition Tour.
Yep, this Cetrion has actually gone toe-to-toe with probably the best Cetrion in the world in Dragon.
Well, he's changed his mind again and again. Not sure how many seconds he has left.
Elder Diva.
2 seconds.
Well, 2 seconds left, and he
Settled
manages
on
to
Cetrion.
settle on Cetrion, yeah. Guys, put an M in the chat if you are thinking that Mark the Shark is going to take it. And please put a 5 in the chat if you think Mr5000 is going to take this match.
And while you're at it, if you think SA is going to take it, put an SA.
Oh,
If you think
immediate
that
crushing
is gonna
blow.
take it, put a Z in the chat.
Unsafe there by Mark or by Mr5000 rather, and
Taking full advantage of 262 damage by Mark the Shark.
well, he's aware of the gaps in the string. Couple of M's coming through there.
Oh, Mr5000 doing some great work with the Cetrion at the moment. Mark the Shark going to want to get in. Not allow this Cetrion to play the keep away that she's so good at.
I think one thing that Baraka does struggle against, Brian, is in fact zoning.
I was actually just going to say that. I was going to say, you know, one of the things that that Baraka is at a disadvantage of is that he's a little bit slower to move around than most of the characters.
Yeah, he also doesn't have the most effective anti-zoning tools.
Yeah. He's a decent zoner himself, but yeah, when it comes to anti-zoning, not so great and a little bit slow around the screen. But what he lacks in mobility, he makes up in damage.
Absolutely. He's got the escape fail there, so a crushing blow is on deck. And let's see if Mark the Shark is going to try to capitalize on this crushing blow. Well, both of them now have crushing blows loaded.
Yeah, unfortunately these guys are experiencing a bit of lag spike. So yeah, that'll be frustrating for the two of them, but they're fighting through it. Life's looking even at the moment, but Baraka looking like he's in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, and that does it for game number 4, and
ends with the brutal. And we are down to a game 5, our first game 5 of the evening.
our first game 5 on stream, correct. There has been another match that ended up 3-2, the game between Mark the Shark and AI Cortex. Unfortunately, that could not take place on stream due to the connection issues, and you know, big up to these two guys, kind of persevering through the lag spikes and trying their best to put on a show for all of you in chat, all 48 of you in chat.
You know, we see it all the time though, and yeah, it's always heartwarming to see the African guys fight through the lag, and they never moan about it. It's just something that we sort of deal with.
Well, I'm not sure if you saw that, but immediately after Mark the Shark X92 had lost that previous match, he sprinted towards Noob Cyberpick.
Round 1.
He obviously knows something that we don't. Mr. Swag combos himself. He's going to look to put that teleport to good use. And land some high damage. Drops that though, unfortunately, and is punished accordingly. Oh, down 2 lands. 5000 looking very, very strong with this Cetrion. Not looking like he's in any kind of discomfort at this point, but every time Noob hits you for over 300.
No counter there by Mr5000. These guys are level on points. This could go either way. Mr. Shark tries the fatal blow, but Mr5000 with the high IQ play there, he teleported mid-air, avoided the fatal blow, and as a result landed the punish to take that round. He finds himself on match point now.
Super clever play there. And yeah, Mark the Shark is going to have to do a little bit of clever play himself to get himself back into this. One round down.
Attempted anti-air. Okay, this should be a high damage combo here, unless we see a breakaway.
Oh, no breakaway. I believe that was the armor break that he attempted there.
Yeah.
And is just going to sort of try to chip away now. One touch will do it, and there it is. Evens it up. Guys,
Match
we
point
are
for
on
both these guys.
match point for both these guys in the 5th fight. So it doesn't get much better than this, guys.
Flawless blocks on show here, almost like these guys are showcasing flawless blocks here tonight.
And yeah, this Cetrion slowly working away at Noob's life, and yeah, that pressure forcing him into that teleport, and Mr5000 landing that crushing blow, and now it looks like X-Ray 92 is in a world of trouble.
Not just yet, I think he might just cash in here on a fatal blow. Why did he not fatal blow? Why did he not fatal blow?
Read stand. One touch is going to do it for both of these guys.
Oh, and that's it. That's it. Why did he not finish with a fatal blow? X-Ray 92 is going to be heartbroken with that.
Absolutely heartbroken. And Mr5000 earning one more point for Team Zambia.
That's probably a friendship coming out there. Yep. So how's this for performance? Mr5000 played 3, won 3.
Mr5000 played 3, won 3, and is actually at this point responsible for all of Zambia's points.
That is correct. So
Zambia goes
2.
So Zambia goes up 5-1.
5-1 in favor of Zambia, and you know what the sad thing is, Brian, and I'm sure everybody in chat will probably agree with me. Zambia is up 5-1, and AI Killjoy has not played a single match yet.
Oh, that's got to be scary if you're South African. That's got to be very, very scary.
So, guys, what we are going to do now, we've seen Atrocity take on Mr5000. We've seen Panda take on Mr5000. We've seen X-Ray take on Mr5000. So I think what we're going to do now is start the cycle from the beginning in terms of South Africa. We're going to get PandaBarre in here to take on AI Killjoy. And then we're going to try, and again, seeing that it is after 9, immediately thereafter we're going to try to get AI Cortex in to take on Atrocity. If that does fail, we're going to have to ask those two to then play their match off stream.
Mr. Charlie Wolf, excuse me for 2 minutes while I take a comfort break.
Perfect. So guys, we are going to try to get Atrocity, we're trying to get PandaBarre as well as AI Killjoy in here. And if that goes without any hiccups, you should be having your very next match fairly shortly. Guys, at this point in time, it does seem like Zambia is steamrolling South Africa, but the night is still young. Anything can happen. There's still matches to be played, so guys, thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you who are still here, drop a like. Zombie Classic, I see you. And just making mention of the fact that there's still a spot available in week number 3. Just let me know. Direct message me if you want to represent Zambia in week number 3 of the Kollision course 3v3 team battles, South Africa versus Zambia.
Alright.
Okay,
How we doing?
Killjoy and PandaBarre.
How are we doing in chat, guys? ID user unknown. I've not seen you in the chat before. Welcome, sir. If you are not subscribed, do yourself a favor, because we got some good content coming up this month. This is round 1 of Collision Course, guys. Week 1. This is happening all of October. So whoever wins tonight, just know that it's not over. Not until the end of the month.
And in addition to that, guys, after week number 3, once all the team battles have taken place, we will tally up the scores and we will announce the winner of the Collision Course team battles, whether it be South Africa or Zambia. But in addition to the team battles, we are also keeping tabs on your individual performances as well. So at the end of the 3 weeks, the top 4 individuals out of the 3 weeks in total, the top 4 in terms of performance will actually go into a little mini tournament at the end of October to establish who is the ultimate Collision Course individual champion.
Elder Diva.
That is going to be hype AF.
Well, what's also hype AF is what we're seeing on screen right now, and that seems to be,
Mild-mannered monk.
well, it seemed to be a Cetro and Mirror before Killjoy opted to go for the
Freaking tank garage.
The Liu Kang.
Liu Kang pick. So guys, the Elder Gods definitely shining their light on us this evening by, granting Killjoy access to power.
Round 1. Fight.
Sorry, Brian, I know that you are not seeing what you need to see.
No problem. Charlie Wolf typing names on the screen, doing a great job of it.
Okay, guys, we are back, and PandaBarre and Killjoy thrashing it out now. Killjoy seems to be in a bit of a life deficit going into this early part of round number 1, but I mean, it's early days in this particular matchup.
Very early days. We see the Loan Quan variation of Liu Kang, probably the more popular variation.
I think so. And rightly so, I think. I think just in terms of the tools that he has at his disposal, he's got the low fireball, he's got the parry, he just has... Oh.
Yeah, I mean his strings just become so much safer with the ability to cancel into that low fireball. So it's a very, very tricky one to deal with. You don't really need to play any other variation if you play Liu Kang.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's pretty good at dealing with just about anything. But we've seen PandaBarre go up 1 round to 0 on this Liu Kang, being showcased by Killjoy himself.
Okay, I'm seeing it for the first time tonight, guys, but thank you so much. I see 50 members in chat tonight. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Thank you so much.
50 in the chat, guys. Let's clap for 50. Good cricket. Okay.
No punish there by Panda. Unfortunately, didn't go for the forward 2.
So we've got a very patient game happening here. That Born Again variation, as we said before, using both bars of defensive meter. So every time that's used, Killjoy is going to be licking his lips. He's going to have to deal with whatever shenanigans get chucked out, but is going to know that after that buff or debuff is gone, that it's open season on damage for him.
Atani Joshua, thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate it. Seth Hickley, thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate it. Guys, for those of you who do not know, Seth Hickley is actually my son.
Ah! Awesome. Oh, this Liu Kang now applying all kinds of pressure. He's got that back throw crushing blow already. Great tech there by Panda. And Killjoy just playing a very, very patient game and managing to eke out the win in that first game.
Well, I think after going down in the first round, Brian, it did look for a large part of that game that PandaBarre was actually in full control. But halfway through round number 2, Killjoy just turned it around. And at the end of the day, round number 3, I wouldn't say overly convincingly, but very comfortable at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he sort of, as you say, he was looking not out of it, but PandaBarre was definitely looking very, very comfortable at the end of that first round. So just a testament to AI Killjoy's ability to adapt, evolve, and destroy.
Chosen dude.
Well, one thing I do know, we're not going to see a character swap coming through by PandaBarre.
Definitely.
And I think these guys are taking it absolutely seriously. I mean, we've seen it with Atrocity running straight towards his main being Jax. We've seen it with PandaBarre as well, not trying to, and we know that he plays many characters for all 53 of you watching right now.
Well,
But
it's national pride on the line.
no, absolutely,
They
and
are
I
not
think
going to
these
suck around.
guys are realizing that if they didn't do so a long time ago.
Well, that's it. I mean, the South African guys are going to want to sort of really get back into this because Zambia kind of like making it look like a bit of a cakewalk at the moment. I mean, I don't want to be mean, but just saying.
Well, they definitely have a very convincing lead right now, and
Absolutely.
you know,
And
PandaBarre is able to eat away at this lead, and I think that's basically the situation going into every match that you're going to see on stream over the next couple of months. Because even if Zambia establishes a very, very convincing lead at the end of this night, week 2 and week 3 can obviously just change that entire situation around.
absolutely.
So it's not over until it's over.
No, definitely not. And I think that if you are South African, you're going to be wanting to send words of encouragement to your guys at this stage because Zambia is going to be confident. They are confident at the moment. But like you say, the score at this point, I'm not going to say means nothing because it's definitely going to build confidence or sap confidence. But like you say, it's definitely not the end.
No, it's kind of like a test match in cricket. You know, after day 1, you could be facing, as we see, a fatal blow come through from Panda, which is probably the right choice under the circumstance here, Brian.
Well, he's going to want to sort of capitalize on the momentum here of that fatal blow. Both of these guys sitting without two. Okay, so Killjoy's defensive bar has just come back. And the Liu Kang zoning does it in the end. Cheeky use of the interactable at the end of the round. And Killjoy goes up 2-zip. Looking a little bit more convincing in that one than in the first round even. So, yeah, Killjoy looking like he's just gaining momentum as this fight goes on.
Hey, Nova, I see you in chat. Welcome, Hilda Carter, I see you as well. Parasarama as always. Cheddar, I see you, Cheddar. Cheddar, if you are on any of the same WhatsApp groups as I am, please drop me a direct message as we have now hit the 60 mark, Brian. 60 members
60 people in
of
chat.
the Wolfpack. It is absolutely amazing.
Lovely stuff, guys. So happy to have you all here. Start throwing some fire around in that chat.
I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something on chat as we're waiting for this next game to start. There are 60 of you in chat right now, which means that I expect to see 60 likes.
Please, guys, just close the chat for 2 seconds. Give that like button a crushing blow.
Fight.
Chico Biscuit, I see you in chat. If I'm not mistaken, another one of our Zambia.
Sean Raven was saying we're going
Fans.
to need to work on these RSA Zambia relations. There are no RSA Zambia relations at the moment. Only bitter rivals. And then GG's in the chat afterwards.
Papalo Molefe, I see you in chat. Christian Clay saying a wild Nova has appeared.
A lot of the AI boys in chat today, supporting their brethren.
So glad to see you guys here, and so glad to see you guys really enjoying yourself and enjoying what you're seeing on screen right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Panda, not out of this yet. I love how that teleport can look like a teabag. When it is not, okay, Panda doing an incredible job in this round. He's changed his variation to spring cleaning.
Round 2.
And I think that's to maybe just have access to that geyser or geyser as it's called.
Yeah.
Kind of just try
imagine
to use it as a bit of a counter zoning tool even.
Yeah.
Okay, and horrible lag spike at this point in time. Let's hope it settles down. Seems to have
We
settled
have-
down now.
Oh, and we get it again. These guys powering through the lag. Cetrion doing her work. Oh, now the life lead looking a little bit more intimidating if you are PandaBarre. Killjoy lands the forward 4 crushing blow, and that'll be huge.
The Afro Gamer, outstanding shoutcasting guys, and GG's Bilal in chat.
Thank you, Mr. Afro Gamer. Good to have you here, sir. Panda fighting his way out of this corner, gets the teleport.
Well, the result in this particular round, Brian, is going to be the difference between
3 points
3 points and 2.
and possibly not 3 points. I mean, if you are part of this Zambian team tonight, you are cheering very loud for Killjoy, because if he manages to do this, well, he gives Zambia a pretty intimidating lead.
Zaza trolling in chat as usual, saying, mash more, Panda, mash more. Whoa!
Oh, he's got the
fatal blow
crushing
out
blow.
of nowhere, and this is going to be a little bit of panic stations for
Fatal blow.
PandaBarre.
Yeah, absolutely. PandaBarre gonna have to play a very patient game now, not panic. He's got his own fatal blow still to use. Excellent work by Killjoy, just
And he
landing
closes it
that
out with the
that
flash.
throw, crushing blow.
Oh, and the teabag comes with it.
Oh! Turbo bags, and the 3-0 victory taken by Killjoy. Guys, and the fatality, guys. That puts Zambia at 8-1.
8 points to 1 in Zambia's favor, with 1, 2, 3, 4 games still to be played.
4 games still to be played, so South Africa not out of this. That's the lovely thing about this format.
They're not out of it at all.
Would you like me to send you an updated score sheet?
Yeah, I think you can do exactly that.
I mean, it's a little bit all over the place because we've not really played these games in order, but everything's there. So there we go. Zambia with a commanding lead at this point.
Okay, so PandaBarre has played 2 games so far, one against Mr5000 and the other against Killjoy. We are going to try and get AI Cortex and Atrocity
AI Cortex versus Atrocity.
And guys, if that match lags out even once, we're going to then ask those two guys to then continue their match off stream. Guys, let me know in chat if you're enjoying yourselves, if you're enjoying the matches, if you're surprised by what you're seeing so far with Zambia storming into a commanding 8-1 lead over South Africa. Not good, looking too good from the boys looking too good for the boys from SA. But yeah, there's still 4 matches, and you know, anything can happen. If Atrocity manages a 3-0 victory over any one of his opponents, if Mark the Shark manages a 3-0 victory over, I think it is Mr5000. No, he still needs to play Killjoy. He's played Mr5000 already.
Yeah, he still needs to play Killjoy, and that will be his last match of the evening. And Cortex still to happen. AI Cortex and PandaBarre. And we've still got to see X-Ray 92 take on AI Killjoy.
Yeah. Okay, so while we're waiting for the scoreboards to come through, we've got Atrocity in the COT lobby already. I haven't even sent out invites and he's already here.
He's keen.
Very keen. So let's just see if we can get AI Cortex in here. And like I said, guys, if the match between Atrocity and AI Killjoy is unable to take place, or if it lags out, we're going to ask those guys to then finish their match off stream.
I think Atrocity is probably looking to, I wouldn't say redeem himself after the last match, but definitely looking to get himself on the board for South Africa.
Now, I think so. And don't forget, guys, there's still the very, very appetizing match to come up between Mark the Shark and Killjoy as well. So if this particular match is unable to take place on stream, if this does lag out,
X-Ray 92, Mark the Shark, thank you for doing the work in chat, letting everybody know what matches are still coming up.
Killjoy versus Atrocity, Muji versus Panda, Killjoy versus Mark. Melina Kame says, Mr. Stacks. Mr. Stacks, I haven't seen you in ages.
Hello, Mr. Stacks.
Okay, these guys are both in the COT lobby.
Okay,
AI
guys.
Cortex and Atrocity. Woo! Another appetizer.
So, guys, if you are from South Africa, you need to show Atrocity your support. The South African guys
So much fun here.
looking pretty bleak at this point, and the Zambians with all the momentum right now. So, yeah, if you're from Zambia and you're in the chat, you guys are pretty happy right now. If you're from South Africa, you might be slightly worried.
You will be upgraded.
Atrocity going with a Scorpion pick.
AI Logan in chat, Gilbert, Sibajene, I see you.
Round
Lebo.
1. Fight.
AI guys, thank you for joining us. It's so nice to see you guys in chat, supporting your teammates.
Oh, unsafe stuff there by Atrocity, and immediately the game is showing signs of lag, but signs of fight as well.
We'll just need to put some prayers out to the Elder Gods. We've got Raiden consulting with them as we speak. Atrocity perhaps being a little bit over-eager to start with. Forces the breakaway. Atrocity getting a little bit of momentum going on his own here.
Okay, crushing blow already been spent there, so great use of the forward grab there coming through from Atrocity. A slight life deficit, but nothing to be too concerned about if you Atrocity. Rambo main saying, let's go Atrocity. Oh,
Oh, he lands that fatal blow, and I think that's going to close out the round.
I think so too. And that's exactly, I think, what Atrocity needed. Oh, not just yet, Brian. Not
Oh,
just yet.
3 life points left. Oh, the little...
Down one dick punch does the job.
The dick punch does it.
Round
The dick punch is enough to take round 1.
Lusekelo, Tsonge. Nice emoji in chat there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, that's a cool emoji.
112.
Mark the Shark
Oh,
says, hey,
knockdown.
SA boys got the YOLO FB2. Mark the Shark showing a little bit of support for his teammate. You love to see it.
RDW, welcome to the chat. And in terms of what the scoreline is right now, I'll rather not share that with you because I want you to stay here for as long as possible. So we'll share that score as soon as this match is finished. And this might just kill. This might just kill.
Joker's scaling on his fatal blow is disgusting.
Disgusting.
He's alive.
10 points.
10 life points left. Oh my word! What? Amazing stuff by Atrocity to close out that second round.
Okay, and as the game lags out, that game goes to Atrocity.
Has it lagged out?
I think it's going to.
I think it... Oh. Guys, wow. What a fight. That was some pretty incredible shit.
So much so that you kind of wonder if you should just give these guys one more chance to get back into this lobby because, Flip, if you look at the way that match ended...
I think we have to try.
I think so too, and I think it's not a case of anybody leaving the COTH. The game actually desynced. So I think that might just be everything we were hoping for. I think maybe it was just the COTH itself that was unstable. So guys in chat, just let both these guys know that the first game stands. Atrocity have been taking that first game. I'm going to send an invite out to both these guys again. And yeah, let's just hope that it's going to be able to at least just give you guys something to really get hyped about. AK Slay saying go SA.
Nathan Musupila saying, Joker has won, so I'm happy. I think you watched the wrong game, buddy. Scorpion took that. Mr. AK Slay, this is the first time I've seen you in chat tonight. Welcome, my friend. Always good to see you. The master, the Masala master himself. One of 2 great Masala masters. Drop a 3 in the chat, guys.
A wild
Drop a
frosh
3.
has appeared. Hi there, Mr. AK Slay. Gilbert, Sibajene.
See, Atrocity is about to join you in the COTH again. Waiting on Mr. Mucci, AI Cortex himself.
I wonder if that comment from I think it was Gilbert who said that he's happy because Joker won. I wonder if that comment came midway through Joker's fatal blow, which ended up leaving Scorpion with about 10 life points left.
I think you have hit the nail on the head. I think that's what must have happened.
Katlejo, all
Gilbert
good.
saying it wasn't me, it wasn't you, Gilbert. Sorry. It was Nathan, I believe. Sorry, let me see.
Okay, so it's 1-0 in favor of Atrocity. Both these boys are back in the lobby.
Cool.
And let's just see
Game
if this is
2.
going to hold.
Game 2, guys. This is looking very interesting indeed. Mr. Atrocity is going to look at scoring a 3-0 victory to get South Africa back in this game. And AI Cortex is going to sort of look to not allow that to happen.
Splatter Factory.
I see a couple of comments in chat here about the scoring system. Trust me guys, it will all work itself out as the weeks go by. There are other parts of the scoring which we haven't shared with you just yet, which we're kind of doing as a back end. But trust me, it will all work itself out. It does look bad for SA right now. But just bear in mind guys, if Atrocity by some stretch of the imagination does pull off a 3-0 victory, and we're going to ask these boys to continue off stream, because this does seem that my connection with Pringle seems to be the issue here.
Unfortunate, but yeah, so these guys are going to play off stream, which I think will bum them both out.
I think so.
We know that they like the big stage.
Okay, I'm just going to send them a message in the WhatsApp chat group. And if you guys can maybe just share the information with them in chat as well. Atrocity and Bucci, AI Cortex will need to play their game off stream.
Gilbert saying 3-0 against Cortex. This is not an alternate universe.
Well, let's wait and see till that score comes in. At the moment it's 1-0 in Atrocity's favor. So it does seem like my connection to AI Cortex seems to be the underlying issue here. I see he's shaking his head in the WhatsApp chat, but unfortunately every game that we have tried to feature AI Cortex just doesn't seem to want to hold. So let them finish their game, and then I think what we'll do right now is have the match between X-Ray and Killjoy.
X-Ray and Killjoy, another corker of a match.
Corker.
An absolute corker. Let me just make sure that these guys in chat know. Baraka versus Jackie, is that your prediction? Paris Arama saying Mr. 5K on a roll. He has been looking very strong tonight.
Okay, so am I right in saying it is X-Ray 92 going up against Killjoy?
Correct. Correct. RDW17 saying Killjoy versus Shark the Mark. Jeez, talk about top draw. Yes, this is top draw. Charlie Wolf Gaming only brings you top draw matches.
It is 5-10 and we still have 47 people in chat right now. Guys, thank you so much. Killjoy versus Mark the Shark.
Let me try and get those numbers up even more. Let people know what match is about to go down in all the groups.
That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. We've got X-Ray 92 waiting in the COT lobby. Let's see if Killjoy is going to be joining us, or if Killjoy has decided to visit his good friend Donald Duck.
Oh. No, he has not. Killjoy is in the lobby.
I didn't expect anything else. Gilbert, thank you for that comment in chat. I really appreciate it, my friend.
Jackie Briggs.
Okie Dizzle. Here we go. Lebo saying Mark needs to channel Jaws. Yeah, let's get that Jaws music going. Ba-na, ba-na, ba-na,
Well, this is an opportunity for Mark the Shark to really make a statement if he can pull out the victory here, because this is his last match of the evening, if I'm not mistaken.
This is it. This is the last time we get to see Mark the Shark tonight.
And what a way to go out if he's able to pull off a victory against the Khan of Africa himself.
Killjoy. The Sindel pick, long normals.
Well, his opponent also has long normals in Spawn, and I think the difference between, what I was going to say, the difference between Spawn and Sindel is the damage output, but Sindel can dish out some serious damage herself.
Yeah, and she's got some tricky shenanigans as well, so sometimes can be pretty hard to catch.
Well, Spawn just backing up a bit,
Playing that
has a little
game.
bit of a life lead, nothing to write home about unfortunately, but opens Sindel up, forces the air escape.
Forces the air escape. Little launcher not converted, but that
max
crushing
range,
blow is
and I think we might just see we're not even going to see a fatal blow being used.
426 for the crushing blow. Talk about big damage. And Sindel closing that out in fancy fashion. Here comes some big damage here. Converts
Decent
with
damage,
286.
286.
Oh.
Very evenly poised match this so far, Brian, even though we have seen Killjoy take the first round.
Yeah, absolutely. Came down to a crushing blow that needs to be converted off, otherwise nothing in it really. X-Ray92 showing us that great spacing that Spawn has, and going to be pretty confident at this point. Not a hell of a lot more work to do to close out round 2. Just needs to be patient, and is doing exactly that. Not doing anything silly. Oh, Killjoy with that scream manages to land the throw now. He's going to try and keep the pressure on. That backdash of Spawn is just so useful. Oh,
so
the hair flip.
So with the hair flip,
Oh,
and so is the...
What clever play by Killjoy. Was it ever in doubt when you see play like that?
I'm speechless, but at the same time, I'm like, you can't put anything past this guy.
I've got my hands on my head here. Busy talking about how, Mark the Shark is looking good here. He's gonna have all the confidence in the world, and then all of a sardine, we see that.
Mark the Sardine, did I hear correctly now? No, I couldn't have.
I would never call him Mark the Sardine. Maybe Mark the Ragged Tooth Guppy. No, that's not good either.
Well, let's see. It's game 1. It was a fairly close encounter, and
I don't think it gets much closer. Shit. Crazy play. What a round. What a game.
Mark the Shark, not to put any additional pressure on you, but the hopes of South Africa are resting on your shoulders.
No pressure.
None whatsoever.
Round 1.
Only the whole country. Jiv saying, come on, Shark. Wilbur Carter, welcome to the chat. Obviously, a fan of the AI boys. Oh, that's... No.
It was definitely punishable, but wasn't punished, so fortunate there for Mark the Shark.
Very fortunate.
Oh, gets clipped by that wake-up scream there.
And oh my word, the timing on Killjoy's, you know, when he decides to spend these resources, just so on point.
Not dead yet.
Not yet. Oh no, the wake-up fatal blow doesn't work. And Killjoy manages to close out round 1. These games are ridiculous. Mark the Shark looking to open up the Sindel. Hasn't really managed to land any like massive damage combo, and that's just sort of a testament to the way Killjoy is playing this game. Being so clever about when he's spending his resource, very calculated about when he's breaking away, when he's using those crushing blows, when he's using that fatal blow. But yeah, Mark the Shark, I feel like he's got a pretty decent, no, he had a decent life. Cashing for some big damage here.
Oh my goodness, it's dead.
Oh, it's dead.
374, and it's 1 round apiece here, so Mark the Shark, very, very opportune moment to maybe get himself back into the set. Level it up, tries to interrupt there, but unfortunately pays the price.
Yeah, Mark the Shark looking to, oh, lovely work with those long normals, forces the breakaway, keeps the pressure up. Lovely work there again, great spacing. He's going to cash in for some big damage here as well, 355. And yeah, making it look easy in this round.
Very comfortable indeed, and exactly what Mark the Shark needed from that particular match.
Definitely.
Puts himself on the score sheet now, and I think with how comfortable that second match went, Mark the Shark surely has to have the belief here that he can actually take this match over Killjoy.
Oh, for sure, for sure. We've seen what Mark the Shark can do. I don't think that there's anybody that he can't beat.
Arguably South Africa's top player.
But I'm just so impressed with Killjoy's presence of mind. Just to be able to do exactly the right thing at the right time. It's a skill that not everybody has.
Am I going to end the stream now? Am I going to end the stream?
Yeah, no, guys, sorry to say, that could be the end of it. No, don't worry, stream continues.
Does it?
Stream continues.
Get over here.
Does it? Yes. Stream continues. AI Killjoy, taking a little bit of time to decide what character he wants to play, settles on Scorps. TK saying the Khan got this.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, let's see what's happening here. Obviously, Mark the Shark looking or very familiar with his opponent right now in both Killjoy and the character that he has chosen in Scorpion.
Well, at this point, who the hell is not familiar with Scorpion? And obviously, Mark the Shark licked his lips when he saw that Scorpion choice, because he seems to just be all over this Scorpion. And as I say that, AI Killjoy starts to land some big damage of his own, forces the breakaway, but is still stuck in that corner. And as long as, no, never mind, I was going to say, as long as Mark the Shark doesn't give him space, he's not going to be able to teleport out, but he does exactly that. And, once again, that has got to piss you off.
No, definitely. And I was actually watching a video on YouTube a bit earlier today talking about the comeback mechanics in games, and you know, it's what makes MK11 so much fun in my opinion. You could be on the verge of winning and suddenly your life bar disappears, but I think the nice thing about it is it's so beautifully balanced in a sense. It can only be used once.
Yeah. I do think that I have opinions on fatal blows. I don't have any issue with them being in the game. I just think that some characters' fatal blows are just way too hard to land compared to others, but
yeah, look at Frost, or look at Frost or Cabal or Aaron Black,
yeah,
and then look at someone like, say, a Johnny Cage or Sub-Zero.
yeah, exactly. But X-Ray
Shark's
Knight
looking. Oh,
getting himself into this match now. After starting off so well in that round 1 and then having it sort of taken away from him, has gone and won round 2 in pretty comfortable fashion. I mean, the life bars didn't really show it like that, but it looked pretty comfortable. And now AI Killjoy making it look easy himself.
noticing an opportunity here in Mark the Shark's defense. Every single jump in, besides the last one you saw now, has been challenged. And Killjoy abusing it.
Yeah.
Again.
Just once again, just that presence of mind to kind of notice that and take advantage of it. Forces the breakaway now. Oh, lovely work there by Mark the Shark. Spacing is perfect. Forces the whiff. Capitalizes for 337 damage. And now we've got a game.
Oh, that
Oh,
is
there
it.
it is. That'll be it. Mark the Shark goes up 2-1.
That was some seriously high IQ play. I mean,
Finish him.
From both these guys, it's just what a match. This is a treat for the eyes.
absolutely. And I think even by Mark the Shark's very, very high standards, I think even he will be impressed by how he finished that game off.
Yeah. Arisarama shouting for Mark the Shark. Lebo saying, damn Sharky. Yeah. Hell's bells.
Gilbert Sibajene, who I believe is #Sibs,
Fire and
Ah.
brimstone.
asking
Cool.
for upgraded.
Upgraded.
But he's gone for a Kotal Khan pick,
A Kotal Khan pick.
which we have seen on stream before, Brian, if you remember. He not so long ago had a first to 5 or first to 7 mirror match against Muji, where both of them pulled out Kotal Khans, and I think Killjoy came up tops in that one. He's gone for the Kitty Pounce variation as well, so this might be interesting. That, I mean, big bodies on screen, big damage. Probably more so in Spawn's favor. Let me just do you a favor here as well.
I would say so. I would definitely say that for my money, Spawn's got the advantage in this match. But yeah, Killjoy
Doesn't look
proving
like
me
it
wrong.
at this point though.
Yeah,
In fact, it looks like
Killjoy is
Kotal
making
Khan
me-
is just steamrolling him here.
Yeah, Killjoy making me eat my words. Embarrassing me. Thanks,
And
Bruce.
safe stuff there, Mark the Shark, and
Yeah, I think he's just been kind of shell-shocked at this point. Wow, Killjoy's angry.
great Spawn shenanigans there.
Oh, but Spawn does so much damage. 350 for that, and all of a sudden, we've got a one-touch game here. Oh, that's... Oh,
The wake up finishes it off, and I keep wondering if there wasn't an opportunity to end one of those combos towards the end of the round with a fatal blow.
yeah, you gotta wonder. But Mark the Shark doing incredibly well to come back into that. Unfortunately, not being able to close it out. And this total by Killjoy is just mean. Interrupt the unblockable. Oh, doesn't convert.
It's another opportunity. 336 damage for an unoptimized combo. How's that?
The down two, yeah, unoptimized. The down two whiffs there, and obviously not really taken too much advantage of.
Lito Charles of the Africans in the chat. You missed a couple of minutes ago where we hit the 60 mark, Lito, but you're one of the 50, so thank you so much for joining us. And also just welcome to the stream. I see Rudy chat in screen as well, or in stream as well.
And we've got 50 likes as well. 50 likes, clap the 50.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Great cricket.
And Killjoy
Oh.
has leveled it up at 2 games apiece.
Killjoy. So we see a game 5, another game 5 of the evening. You would expect nothing less from these two. And, you know, here's another thing about this format. If a game goes to game 5, one of those teammates is only earning 1 point for his team, which obviously, you know, counts at the end of the day. But like I said right at the beginning of the stream, if you win, ideally you want to win big. If you lose, ideally you want to lose as small as possible. So both of these guys have ensured that the opposite team will only get 1 point, and that does still count for something.
Also, what's going to happen is, depending on what the final scores are this evening, it's just going to put additional pressure on, I think at this stage, the South African team next week to try to win as many of their matches by the largest possible margin.
No,
So,
Mr. Jivan, the Jibs, SA has not lost, not yet. This is going on all month, so this is just round 1, week 1.
True, we're saying Mabuhay bringing it back, let's go. Obviously supporting AI Killjoy here. So Mark has gone for the Noob Cybot pick, and
Once again, the advantage of losing.
Low the stand, welcome to the chat.
Lots of support for Killjoy in the chat. Need to get some South Africans up in there. Two. Playing a very patient game at the moment. Neither one wants to get too close to the other. They know how much damage these characters can do. Mark the Shark, great work there. And that'll finish round 1.
Okay, there is a score update coming through from the other match. Atrocity taking it 3 games to 0
You are
over
kidding me.
AI Cortex.
Wow.
So Killjoy, do it for your country.
Atrocity versus Cortex. 3-0 to Atrocity. And that'll take South Africa to 4 points.
We'll update the score shortly because we are watching the end, the conclusion of probably one of the matches of the evening so far between Killjoy and X-Ray 92.
It's been an absolute pleasure to watch this match, and I'll tell the guys in chat quickly what's happening. As it stands right now, Zambia on 8 points, South Africa on 4 points. So a 3-0 victory, putting South Africa right back in it, really. That deficit not looking nearly as bad as it did.
But I think it will look even better if Mark the Shark is able to close out this particular match. But it's match point for both these guys.
Match point.
Which way is it going to go? It can go either way. Great
Oh,
interrupt
lovely
there.
interrupt there. Beautiful work by Mark the
This is
Shark. And now
going to hurt. This
he's
is going to
got
hurt.
that
Oh, he
corner
drops
at-
the combo.
Oh,
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Okay, gets a second chance.
Oh, and he
Armor
does.
break.
Oh, this is big damage. 394.
394. Big damage by Mark the Shark there. He's looking very, very good. Keeping that pressure
Relentless.
up. He's going,
Absolutely relentless here. And
going for the
Killjoy
jugular.
looking
Oh.
to try to fight his way back here. Oh, that's something that Mark might not have considered. But he goes for the back throw. Is there a crushing blow? No, there isn't.
That is high IQ play to throw him out of that sunlight. And
Mark,
he does it for South Africa. Mark the Shark taking it 3-2.
so
And
let's just...
that will give South Africa, and he
Right.
gets the friendship.
So here's an interesting match, and I think there's still 2 matches left, Brian.
Yep.
So let's just get these scores updated quickly. So X-Ray 92 taking it 3 games to 2, earning South Africa 1 point.
And Atrocity taking it 3-0 over AI Cortex. So now, guys, we're suddenly looking at a score of 8-5.
8-5, and there are still 2 games to go. one which will probably happen off stream, and the other which will happen hopefully on stream. So what I am going to do, guys, is before I make the decision in terms of playing games off stream, I am going to try to get PandaBarre and Moochie, who are still due to play. AI Cortex versus PandaBarre, that still needs to happen.
Yep.
I'm going to try to get these guys in on stream, and if they are able to play their match, then great, they will put on a show for you guys. And suddenly, just to paint the picture, and I hope that both AI Cortex and PandaBarre are in chat right now.
Guys,
Here's the scenario for you guys. It's 8-5 at this point in time. It's 8-5 in favor of Zambia. If PandaBarre is able to beat AI Cortex, I'm just going through some permutations for you guys. By 3-0, for argument's sake, the scores are level, which means that the difference between winning and losing this particular week's action lies in the match between AI Killjoy and Atrocity. Another humding of a match.
Absolutely.
If Killjoy, for argument's sake, beats Atrocity by 3-0, Zambia takes a 3-point lead going into week number 2. And suddenly a 3-point lead does not look as bad as what it was earlier this evening, where I think at one stage the score was 8-1 in favor of Zambia.
8-1 it was. 8-1 it was.
So the format in terms of the points and how it works, it just basically means that every single match, every person from every team needs to try to approach that game, or I need to win this by 3-0. And as we've seen tonight, guys, with the quality, with the way these opponents have been paired against each other, the teams have been put together, it's very seldom that you're going to see a complete whitewash in one evening. So I don't know about you, Brian, but the point system seems to work perfectly fine for me, especially now that South Africa, with the dominant victory by Atrocity over AI Cortex, as well as the clutch victory by X-Ray 92 over AI Killjoy, suddenly not looking as bad for SA anymore.
It was never in doubt. I think the score system is perfect, and it's just showed you that there are comeback mechanics in MK11, and there's comeback mechanics in Kollision Kourse 3v3.
Absolutely. Okay, so if I can just ask Atrocity to leave the Koth lobby for now, and we're going to try to get our two boys in, PandaBarre and AI Cortex. So if Atrocity can just leave, thank you very much, Atrocity.
So the guys from SA will be giving Mark the Shark and Atrocity some hearty pats on the back for their contribution in the last 2 matches that they've just had. And now we're going to see another corker of a game.
That being between AI Cortex and
the Panda.
The
PandaBarre. The most vicious of the bears.
I didn't realize that my combat card has Citlion. I wonder if that's kind of saying, go Panda. I don't know.
Fate.
Fatality.
But exactly. But as a commentator, you need to be impartial. So
I am.
You're not South African this evening. You are Switzerland.
I'm representing the FGC Africa.
Okay. Not Switzerland.
No. Not at all. Let's just see. Atro is going to bring this back, says X-Ray 92 in chat.
Yes, you love to see it. Teammates supporting one another, but it's all on PandaBarre's shoulder at the moment. So, send him some love if you're from South Africa.
You know, I have to laugh. Sorry, I'm going through the FGC Steam chat, and at 19 minutes past 10, which is right now.
Just right now.
One of the guys asked, does anybody want to play Injustice 2? Yeah. We will not be playing Injustice 2, not tonight at least, because we are on the Collision course tonight. Zambia versus South Africa. PandaBarre versus AI Cortex.
AI Cortex, so keen to be on stream. He hasn't managed to have much luck on stream this evening. Hopefully we get to see a full match between these two, because yeah, AI Cortex is just keen to be involved here, wanting to showcase his skills, representing Zambia tonight. PandaBarre representing South Africa, and we see a Cetrion versus a Kotal fake car.
Okay, so guys feeling each other out right now. PandaBarre well timed. Rock wall there, Pinata coming through, putting in a bit of work here, twice in a row now.
All of a sudden, you've got to believe that the Zambians are feeling a little bit of pressure now.
And I think more so Pringles himself. AI Cortex obviously having gone down 3-0 is obviously feeling a little bit of pressure now, facing Panda, knowing that he could potentially surrender yet another 3 points if he's not able to bring his absolute A game here.
Yep, indeed. So all the pressure on AI Cortex at the moment, and Panda just playing a very, very patient Cetrion at the moment. Got a pretty good life lead, but this is the MK11. Doesn't always stay that way. And AI Cortex slowly working his way back into this match.
And that's all of a sudden, there, and that's the first round.
That is incredible play by Mr. AI Cortex, who, for all intents and purposes, looked like he was completely out of it.
Well, the nice thing for PandaBarre is that resource is completely out of the way now. So, going into round number 2 and round number 3, you can feel fairly confident knowing that he's got Cortex to get rid of that fatal blow. But so far, Cortex looking quite comfortable with the Skotal pick.
Yeah, maybe that fatal blow was all he needed to give him the belief and the momentum. Trading blows, these two. Looking even on life right now. Cortex landing that command grab. Throws him into the corner. And then throws a pizza at him. More pizzas.
Pineapple pizza.
Total incredible pizza delivery guy. Oh no.
Yeah, so it's definitely my connection with AI Cortex. So unfortunately, guys, we are going to have to ask Cortex, unfortunately, yet again, to play his match versus PandaBarre off stream. Which will then take us into our last stream match of the evening.
Yes, indeed.
So before I get that, I'm just going to let the guys know that they need to play off stream. What we're going to do, Brian, at least what I'm going to do, is just take a 2-minute lubrication break.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And in the meantime, while I do that, if you can maybe then just send comms out to all the groups just to inform them that it is the last match. Obviously from the PC side of things, the guys will be familiar with Atrocity. From the PS4 side of things, definitely familiar with Killjoy and Atrocity. So it's a very great opportunity for us to just maximize the amount of people who actually get to witness what could potentially be the decided between winning or losing this week's Collision course action.
Incredible stuff, I'll do that. Okay, communication is being sent out. You guys know anybody that isn't watching and should be? Do us a favor and send some comms out yourself. get them to watch this last match on stream of the evening. We'll obviously be waiting as well for the game off stream to come in. AI Cortex, understandably upset that he cannot play his game on stream. Very unfortunate for him, but it is what it is. And yeah, we will be keeping an eye on the WhatsApp chat to make sure that we get their score in as soon as possible between PandaBarre and AI Cortex. But while that is happening, we will be watching live Atrocity versus AI Killjoy. Atrocity's got to be feeling pretty good after his 3-0 victory, which has essentially helped to bring South Africa back into this competition. Though it is unlikely to happen, the scenario could be that Atrocity wins 3-0 and that evens the score, and then we have to wait for the score between AI Cortex and PandaBarre to see what's up there, to see who ultimately will take week 1 of Kollision Course 3v3.
What I can tell you is that the guys are just about starting their off-stream match.
Excellent.
So we'll just give it a minute or two, and then we'll start to get these guys into the COD lobby. If anything, I will probably guess that Atrocity has already joined us. As you can see, he already has. No invites have been sent out, but he's here.
Sending happy face emojis. He's keen.
So Atrocity, you probably feeling
and
like the
then
emoji that you just shared with us now, the little skeleton face. And hopefully from your point of view, that's a message to Killjoy saying, Killjoy, I'm going to completely annihilate you tonight. Killjoy and all the Zambians in chat saying, I'm sorry, Mr. Atro, but until you find out where the R2 button is on your controller, you don't have much chance against Killjoy.
Responding with a little poo emoji. Atrocity cares not for your comments. Chat. He's ready. He's waiting. And yeah. I mean, I can't hear what he has to say, but judging by his emojis, he's super keen.
R2 is DLC on his console. 58 likes. Guys.
61 likes, in fact.
9. How many do we have?
61.
Likes.
61 likes.
Wow. Okay, let me just refresh that.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. This has been... we've had some issues, obviously, this evening with connections and all that sort of thing, but I think at the end of the day, this has been every bit as awesome as we thought it was going to be. And I think that this just sets up an amazing month of 3v3 SA versus Zambia.
Okay, now going into this match, guys, Atrocity does not necessarily need to feel afraid of what's about to happen, because I do know that in recent Combat League matches between these two, it's kind of gone both ways. And I know Combat League is not necessarily the best format to gauge your skill, but to get a victory over Killjoy in any format of the game, whether it be a King of the Hill, a 1v1 casual, a custom combat, whatever format, if you get a win over AI Killjoy, that has to mean something. And Atrocity's managed to probably get a few over the last 2 weeks or so.
You know, I'm gonna kind of disagree with you there on the Combat League not meaning much. It does. You sort of, you're playing for those rewards, so a win is important. And yeah, like you say, I mean, a win in any sort of way, shape, or form over Killjoy is definitely something that you can you know, it's a feather to stick in your hat. But yeah, I wouldn't. I beat somebody in Combat League. I'm like, yeah, I beat you.
And it might end off in the teabag as well.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially if it's in Combat League. Toxic League. You're allowed to be a bit of a dick.
Guys, final match of the evening on stream. Atrocity versus Killjoy, bringing together a fitting conclusion.
67 likes.
67 likes.
So we see a Kung Lao and a Scorpion. Shit, I was suddenly talking. I didn't even notice what characters they picked.
So Atrocity's gone for the reborn pick, but definitely something that will be surprising to a lot of players is the variation choice by TV Killjoy.
Yeah.
Oh, flawless block coming through from Atrocity.
The Order of Light, which has got that sort of that zoning sort of game that you don't really see very often from Kung Lao at all. But Atrocity looking pretty comfortable at this stage. But you can't count Killjoy out, not ever.
No. And just as you say
Oh,
that,
I can say it. Launches him, forces the breakaway. Launches him with his spirit of the great Kung Lao. Manages to close out round one though. Atrocity with one round in the bag. Oh, launched, but doesn't manage to capitalize. Atrocity forces the breakaway, going for that stagger. Killjoy not having any of it. And to throw. Wake up. By both of these guys.
oh, that's the crushing blow, and is this an opportunity for Atrocity? Doesn't for some reason amplify, but gets another crushing blow and finishes it off with a back throw. I must say, Brian, if you're South African, you must be thinking to yourself, that was actually quite convincing by Atrocity.
He didn't look uncomfortable in that match at all.
Not unfazed, not moved, not shaken. Atrocity has come to play some serious Mortal Kombat. And guys, just a big thank you from our side. We've had an additional 12 subscribers tonight.
Beautiful, beautiful.
If you are in chat, you know who you are. Thank you so much. It really
And we've
means
cracked,
the world.
and we've cracked 70 likes. We're on 71 now.
Absolutely fantastic, guys.
Thank you, guys. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. And we're seeing some awesome matches. I do wish that this wasn't the last of the evening, but we do continue for the rest of the month. This is only week 1. Zaza says we're losing points. Just pick upgraded. But AI Killjoy has gone for the Liu Kang pick. Who, as we all know, pretty top tier.
Moses, thank you for the subscribe. Really appreciate it, buddy.
Atrocity with that wake up, but AI Killjoy getting this Liu Kang to start moving. But Atrocity once again not panicking, just carrying on doing what he's doing.
Moving the down one into the back of the stand there. Forward 3-4 coming through.
Oh, lovely teleport cancel. Doesn't manage to capitalize though. AI Cortex does. Oh, poke.
Shenanigans there. 3-hit combo. Down one.
Oh, that'll close out round 1. AI Killjoy landing that crushed blow.
Sean Ravenhill, thanks for the subscribe. Really appreciate it, buddy.
Sure no.
Atrocity taking that first round over, going down in that first round to Killjoy. That's a punish any day of the week.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with that spear. Just a land black back throw puts AI Cortex in the corner. Back in the corner. You know, Scorpion's got some cool looking moves. Just everything he does looks cool.
Okay, Atrocity getting Killjoy to Fatal Blow territory. He's already used the Fatal Blow though, so doesn't have access to that resource, but he still has so many crushing blows that he can use. But speaking of crushing blows, Atrocity pulls out one of his own.
Atrocity playing a very good grab game.
Good anti-air there by Killjoy. And as you say that, Brian, another great grab there by Atrocity. Just missed the range there and got clipped by the final hit of that string. Crushing blow in effect right here, and tries to wake up down 2, does Atrocity. Didn't quite work though.
Oh, he's gonna punish that. Forces the breakaway. AI Cortex with no defensive bar, but a commanding life lead. Crushing blow down 2. Oh, doesn't convert. Oh, and that'll be that. So, AI Killjoy puts himself on the board, and we're looking at 1-all.
1-all indeed, and yeah, I think as soon as Killjoy went down in that first game, out came the Liu Kang, and yeah, you know, I think what I'm enjoying about this evening thus far, Brian, is every single player that's appeared, whether it be on stream or in Moochie's case, even off stream, I'm sure that he came to bring his A game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like we've been saying all night, country's pride on the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, I'm eagerly anticipating the score of the off-stream match to come in, because that could potentially throw a big spanner in the works.
That could, and I think PandaBarre knows it, and so does Moochie. So both of them know what's on the line, both of them know what's at stake. And
Yeah,
it's really about who's going to come out on top.
And then also, I mean, if you're in this match that's going on currently, you're going to know that that's happening off stream. Yeah, a whole lot of pressure, a whole lot of... Oh, lands that grab.
Okay, so Atrocity has gone for a character swap, and immediately 50% of Killjoy's life is gone. But Killjoy fighting back here.
Forces the breakaway.
Kourse block there.
Great presence of mind. Atrocity just relentless with this Jax.
Now this is a game that we don't see too often from Atrocity, backing off.
Yeah.
He's normally on, and here's a fatal blow coming. No, not yet. But he's in fatal blow territory, but the jump 3 connects, and Atrocity takes that first round.
Great play by Atrocity.
10 stuff here.
Great stuff by Atrocity there, just not panicking, and we saw such an incredible change of pace there. I mean, he started that in typical Atrocity fashion, and then slowed it right down while AI Killjoy sort of managed to get himself back in the match. So like you say, I mean, this is just ebb and flow and back and forth. It's crazy.
Great use of the wave dashes coming through there from AI Killjoy. Loading up that crushing blow slowly but surely. Goes for the low this time.
Killjoy so quick to punish. Oh, the Jack's fatal blow misses. Isn't gonna matter. One touch for both of these guys will do it, and that's it.
Such clever play there by AI Killjoy. Not only grabs Jax, but grabs him and puts him into the corner. And Atrocity will have to make his way out here.
One round piece is put straight back in there. Oh, hit on the second hit of that 1-2.
Crushing blow, and Atrocity in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah. AI Killjoy just playing a very, very clever game at this point. So patient.
Okay, that's the right choice for Atrocity.
I agree. He's going to have those heated arms after this.
And he still has both crushing blows, both the
Command grab.
the command grab he does have. Oh, what do we have here?
And here we go.
Arms are
Here we
still
go.
heated.
Here comes an Angry Jax. Oh, he's going to be done in by the fireball.
Fireball straight to the dick and has his ribcage cracked in the process. So Jax goes down by 2-1 now.
2-1. So, Killjoy takes the lead in this matchup so far.
Let's just see if there's any updates coming through from the other match.
Nothing yet, Mr. Seawolf. Nothing in the chat.
Okay, so while we're waiting on that score to come through, let's just make sure that the correct score is reflected in this
Chosen
match.
dude.
Atrocity gave Killjoy 10 respect there.
Get over here.
Which you like to see. He's gone back to the Scorpion pick.
Which I think is a good decision. I think that the difference between Atrocity winning and losing that match was ultimately in Liu Kang's zoning.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that with the teleport, and not only the teleport but the teleport cancel as well, this variation of Scorpion probably in a very good position to actually deal with some of that Liu Kang zoning.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Hard knockdown, forward 3-4 crushing blow connects.
Oh, forces the breakaway. Still got a bit of that drop damage going.
And misses the anti-air there and eats 268 damage in the process. Cross up, immediate response there from Killjoy. This has to be a punish and a punish. Big punish. No crushing blow.
Killjoy now approaching this match with a lot more aggression. Obviously doesn't want to give the Scorpion the opportunity to even use his shenanigans, but as I say that, Atrocity lands the grab, closes out round 1. Oh,
I'm sure you
wow.
guys are all eagerly awaiting the score update of the other match taking place off stream. As soon as that score update does come through, guys, we will update you. But as things stand now,
oh, great patience. Not allowing himself to be caught by the parry. Atrocity playing that grab game again with the Scorpion.
and playing it very, very well.
Very,
Keeping Liu
very
Kang in the
well.
corner. No defensive bar for Liu
Oh,
Kang
lovely
to talk
flawless
about.
block.
Connects. Oh, and I think this might just be it. I think this
should
might
be
be
it.
it.
Finish it.
No defensive bar to break away. And Atrocity evens it up again. We go to match 5.
Final game of the evening, guys, on stream is a game number 5 between one of the best in South Africa going up against one of the best in Zambia.
What a match.
What a night.
I love it. I love it when the last game on stream goes to the final. Let's hope that this goes to round 3.
Toasty.
At this point, I don't care who wins.
I know you don't care who wins, Brian, but I can tell you somebody or people who do care, and that is the people in chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this game is already only going to contribute 1 point
Yep.
to whoever the winner is.
The Jiv says, I gotta be up at 3 a.m., but this is totally worth it. Have to agree with you, buddy. Totally worth it.
Round 1. Fight.
For the Shirai Ryu says Mark the Shark.
And we've got an update, guys. South Africa is even. 3-0 victory to Panda.
Oh, that
8-8.
just- So look at that, guys. From 8-1, it is now 8-8. So the winner
now-
of this match, this very match you're seeing on screen right now, is going to determine which team goes into week number 2 with a very, very slender lead.
with a 1-point lead. Absolute fucking madness. From 8-1 to 8-all.
Round
Excuse my French.
Fight.
Well, match point for Atrocity, and I'm sure everybody who is Zambian who was in chat trolling us being 8-1 down, us being South Africa. Might be needing to eat some of your words right now. Flawless block coming through there from Atrocity.
Beautiful work by Atrocity, oh my word.
Atrocity is playing out of his mind.
Oh, he amplifies it, manages to get the hit as well, and
Playing out of
Killjoy
his mind.
is in trouble.
He's on meth. That's what he is. He is on absolute meth. And as I say that, you know, I just want to be reminded.
Oh, got it! He's taken it for South Africa and put South Africa in the lead.
I
Can
can
you believe
imagine Cameron O'Connor in his room right now with the biggest of big smiles on his face now because of that victory. He's put South Africa in the lead by a solid 3 point. Brian, that was fucking amazing.
Dude, if you had told me even half an hour ago that this was going to be the case, I probably wouldn't have believed you. But there you go. The score sheet has been updated, and would you believe it, South Africa goes into week 2 with a 1-point lead. 9-8. Crazy games that we've seen this evening. Wow.
Well, guys, I know it's late, but I just need to wrap up for you guys. First of all, big thank you to the 6 players for putting on probably one of the best Charlie Wolf gaming streams ever. It's been unbelievable. We've had up to 60 plus people at any given time viewing the video. We've got a total of, Brian, 75 likes. And we've seen some absolutely insane matches on stream. So firstly, thank you to the guys in chat, to the new subscribers, to those of you who have left a like, for those of you who have tuned in to witness this first Kollision Kourse week 3v3 action between South Africa and Zambia. Just to give you a preview of what's happening in week number 2, representing South Africa, we've got Mat 5 Bio, we've got I Am Grooti, and we've got the coach, the good doctor himself, making his return to stream action, Para Surama.
Very exciting stuff.
Yeah, but they've got their work cut out for them because they are going up against AI Law, the Kitana extraordinaire from Zambia, the legendary league winner himself and the troll of the evening, Mr. Mwelele Zaza,
MVP of trolls this evening.
aka Puizy F, aka Puizus Crust, aka LLW, whatever you refer to him as. He's going to be representing Zambia in week number 2, and joining them is the OG himself, Zeng FGC. So guys, as much as week 1 has been an absolute slobber knocker of an evening,
Wow.
week number 2 taking place next week Wednesday, not Thursday, next week Wednesday at 7:30. Week 2 of the Kollision Kourse, South Africa versus Zambia, 3v3 continues with South Africa leading Zambia. Yes, you heard correctly, guys. South Africa leading Zambia by 9 points to 8.
Mr. Shelbull, you're late, buddy. It's over.
He's here for the final. He's early for next week.
He's early for next week, yeah. Mr. Shelbull, in case you missed it, and guys in chat, just to remind you, we've seen an absolute corker of an evening of matches. South Africa going up after being 8-1 down, finishing the night on 9-8. So, There. What a massive setup for the rest of the month.
Absolutely. And don't forget, guys, with these matches taking place, every match counts. So as much as you're doing this for your country, there is some individual accolades up for grabs as well. At the end of the 3 weeks, the 4 individuals out of the 3 weeks who have put on the best individual performances in terms of points will go into a top 4 final where they will thrash it out in a double elimination setup to determine who is the ultimate Kollision Kourse champion.
Guys, do not miss it. It's going to be fucking madness.
Indeed. And on that note, Brian, thank you so much as always for sharing this experience with me. It's been absolutely fantastic, as it is every other week we share the commentary. Just a big thank you for all the work that you're doing, for everything you're doing for FCC Africa, for Charlie Wolf Gaming, for the entire scene. AK Slay, Tarasarama, Charlie Wolf, FCC Africa, the list just goes on, guy. And you know what? We've seen a couple of comments there. Thank you for the production. Thank you for the contribution. Just a big thank you from our side. Really appreciate it, and it just makes the streaming experience for me personally that much more exhilarating. So just a big thank you from our side.
Oh, Seawolf, it's an absolute pleasure. I love being here and I love doing it. So I'm around as long as you guys will have me.
Guys, and on that note, please don't forget, there will be a stream on Sunday. Comments to be sent out shortly on PS4. And next week, as per usual, Elimination Chamber, Combat Africa, Kollision Kourse, Battle of the Thrones, you name it, FCC Africa has it. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking, share comments, spread the word, get people involved that haven't been involved tonight, get them into the chat next week. It's going to be absolutely awesome. South Africa walking away from week 1 with the bragging rights. And it's going to just sets up that much more of an interesting evening coming into week number 2.
Guys, have a great evening. Go get some sleep. It's Friday tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Guys, thanks so much, and I'll see you next week. Cheers.